welcome you to Russellville Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. We have Lady Cyclones up first as they take on Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs. It's been a while since the Lady Cyclones have played. They last played a week ago, actually, back on November 17th. I'm sorry, November 19th. They defeated Lone Oak. Big game for the Lady Cyclones. They were coming off a rough start, and Lady Cyclones anxious to get back. It's been almost 2 weeks since they played, and sometimes when you take such a long layoff, you're ready to get back on the floor. Lady Cyclones winning that game by 20, and they had 3 players in double figures, with Anna Myers leading away with 20, and Ely with 15, and Nakara Davis with 11. But they're taking on a hot Morrilton Lady Devil Dog team. They're under the direction of Karen McNabb. They're 5-1 on the season. Lady Cyclones have their work cut out for them tonight.
Well, when you have Myers and Ely working in the middle, you've got 2 weapons there that you can go to, and it's good to have them both in there at the same time. The key, though, is to stay out of foul trouble tonight. You got a very aggressive Morrilton team. We was watching the JV. You can tell they're aggressive, and they're just going to have to watch and stay out of the foul trouble.
Lady Cyclones getting introduced. We'll give you the starting lineups for both teams. First for Morrilton, Caitlin Williams, she's a 5'6" senior point guard. Maddie Adams, a 5'7" senior. Jyla Calvin, she's a 5'10" sophomore. 5'9" senior Mary Kate Kordsmeyer, and 5'11" senior Tamia Templeton. For the Lady Cyclones, they're going to start off with 5'7" senior Z McAllister, 5'2" junior Kara Davis, 5'5" junior Maddie Howerton, Anna Myers, the 6' senior, and Michaela Ely, a 5'11" senior. Lady Cyclones like to go with their twin towers as long as they can, but you don't want to wear them out, so a lot of times they'll rest one, play the other. But when they're in there together, they pose a lot of problems, especially for smaller lineups. Lady Cyclones, just depending on how they want to play, they can play always. We saw it in the Lone Oak game. They could pressure you in the backcourt. They could play the setup offense, coming off a big 20-point victory there. But we talked about Morrilton being 5-1. They've beaten Providence Academy, Benton, Maumelle, Sacred Heart, and they beat Harbor 41-39. That was their closest game. But a 10-point victory at Benton. Benton historically has not been all that strong, but Harbor has. And then they lost their last game, and it's been a while since they played. So they're looking to get back into it. Morrilton in their anthracite with maroon and white trim. Lady Cyclones in their home white with red and black trim. And Lady Cyclones, after tipping it a couple times, will actually win the jump. We're at courtside level where we are for home games. Away games, we're usually up top. Probably a better view up top, but we like the sounds that we get to hear from courtside, and listening to the coaches a little bit more on the strategy. We have a drive to the basket. Not getting the basket was Z McAllister, but drawing the foul.
Well, you like the aggressiveness of Z. She saw an opening going in from that right side, and she took it.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we can get Morrilton in foul trouble and start hitting some free throws, that's really going to help us in this first half.
First one was no good. She took it right at the 5'11" senior, Tamia Templeton, awaiting the second free throw. Kara Davis getting some instruction over here from Coach White. Her assistant, her son, Chase White. Second free throw was good. And Z McAllister puts the Lady Cyclones up 1-0. We talked about it, about the backcourt pressure. Morrilton beating it easily with a couple passes, trapping in the front court. But they get away from it. They're going to try a 3 from the corner. Barely grazes the iron. Adams missed it. Howerton's going to bring it up the floor for the Lady Cyclones. On the right wing is Z McAllister. Stops, throws it down low to Ely. Looked like she was going to toss it back. She'll dribble towards the middle. Floats it out to Howerton out on the left wing, who's looking inside. She can shoot it from out there, but she's looking to pass. Work the ball around a little bit. A minute into this game. We're at the 7:05 mark. The pass goes off the hands of Myers and into the hands of Morrilton. Here come the Lady Devil Dogs. Lady Cyclones can't put on the full court press. They only do that after a made basket, but Davis applying pressure in the back court. Now in the front court, Caitlin Williams has had enough of that. She throws it off to Adams. Will be picked up by Howerton at the top of the key. In the left wing, here's a three-pointer by Kordsmeyer's no good. Long rebound comes in the corner to Z McAllister, and Z will bring it up into the front court. Gets it inside in transition, goes off the hands of Ely. Thought it might have hit off Morrilton, but they say no way. And so it'll be over to the Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs.
Maybe a little bit too hard of a pass. She's pretty close to Ely, so.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Lady Cyclones. Nobody's made a basket yet. Just a free throw made by Z. McAllister in the front court. And they tried to throw it down low. Long pass, probably too long, and Lady Cyclones get the steal with Ely intercepting that. Z. McAllister in the front court. Hits the three-pointer from the left wing. First made basket. Lady Cyclones lead at 4-0. Quickly down the floor, pass deflected out by Ely. Morrilton maintains possession, though, on the left wing. Spotting up as Adams. She'll miss the three. It hit the iron, then hit the top of the backboard, which is an automatic dead ball.
You like to see Z. McAllister open up with a three-point basket. What that does is open up the middle for Myers and Ely to work underneath.
It's the first home game for both teams together. The Lady Cyclones actually opened the season at home against Bentonville, lost that one. And now here, a little give and go between Davis and Ely, and Davis getting a layup.
Very good pass from Ely, very soft touch.
Two oldest plays in basketball is the give and go and the pick and roll. They work the give and go there to perfection. Lady Cyclones lead at 6-0. Out on the right wing, here's a drive shot blocked by Myers, but they're going to get a foul call. Myers was straight up, but then she put her hands down to block the shot, and the foul is actually going to be called on Kara Davis. We thought Myers got all ball, and we were right, but the foul committed by Kara, and that's number 1, and the first foul called on the Lady Cyclones. First free throw's no good. Lady Cyclones lead at 6-0 here. 5:28 left to play here in the first quarter. It's nice to have both teams playing together. We saw that last week at Lone Oaks. See it here tonight. But then they split up next week. We'll tell you more about that as we progress throughout the evening. Second free throw by Adams was good. That's their first point. Lady Cyclones lead at 6-1. Z. McAllister, one-handed pass over to Davis, taking it baseline. Apologize, sometimes you can't see at this level. That's all right. Interior passing to Myers, who hit the layup, and a timeout called by Morrilton. They're going to call a 30-second timeout.
Well, there's a good pass by Davis. Myers came in from the backside. No one was on her, and just made an easy layup. Great passing by the Lady Cyclones to start off with this game.
See, it's a give and take relationship here. So you get not as great angles sometimes from down here at floor level, but then you get to see this right here. This is what I like, that they're in timeouts. We get real close to the action. Lady Cyclones leading at 8-1. Pretty good start for Russellville. I mean, it's being called about the way the Lady Cyclones would like to be called. The official coming over to talk to Ely. Usually, good officials would come over and say something like, watch the 3 seconds in the lane or watch the hand check. That's probably what he's doing there. Lady Cyclones going to slap the press on it once again. They've done it every time after a made basket or a dead ball. Inbounds pass, they run the baseline, which they're allowed to do even after a timeout, always after a made basket. Lady Cyclones haven't gotten a turnover in the backcourt, but they've been getting plenty of turnovers in the front court. Looks like Templeton wants to drive, but she backs it back out as she's picked up by Ely. No substitution for either team yet. Here's a drive, a missed shot by Williams, and Myers there with the rebound amongst two players. Spoke too soon. There is a sub in for Morrilton. We'll tell you about it here in a minute. After the Lady Cyclone missed shot, Templeton gains it and gives it to Williams, and she's going to be trapped in the backcourt and gets it off to Templeton. She'll cross the timeline with a pass in the front court to Kordsmeyer. Jaden Jackson, number 10, a 5'10 junior, into the game for Morrilton. Pass goes inside, and it's going to be a push foul called on Z. McAllister. That'll be her first and the team's second.
Lady Cyclones staying in that man-to-man defense, and it is causing Morrilton some problems from working the ball in.
Inbounding it on the baseline in the corner. Three-point try for Adams. This one off the mark. Rebound hit the floor. Morrilton comes up with it, but their pass is deflected and picked off by Ely. Ely, a 1-on-3. She's going to take it inbounds and into the lane. Dumps it off to Z. McAllister. Missed shot. Players on the floor. Kara Davis was on the floor trying to save it for Russellville. And we have a stoppage of play because there's a fire alarm that went off. And if you can see it, you can see the strobes going on. And we heard the fire alarm, and something has tripped it. And we'll have to wait and see. And the officials have said, okay, go to your benches. We're going to check and see. Johnny Johnson, Dr. Mark Gocher walking along. I think something probably had just tripped the alarm, or maybe it's the storm outside. Not sure.
I think Polk County is under a thunderstorm warning.
Well, it's got to be tough for a player, especially when you get you want the safety of everybody, but you know, it's 8-1. You're playing really well. You're in the first half of the first quarter. You want to keep playing. You don't want any kind of disruption for Morrilton. This is probably exactly what they want. They get an extra timeout and a chance to talk about this. And
yeah, you want the momentum to keep going in your favor. And Russellville is playing a very smart defense right now, not only full court, but also that man-to-man, as I said earlier. They're putting lots of pressure on Morrilton in working the ball on the inside. That's why Morrilton right now is 0 for 4 from three-point lane. That's the only shot they're getting right now. So, yeah, you like to see the game keep going, and if you're a Russellville player. But again, you got the fire alarm going off, and so, you know, safety for the players, the fans, and all of us here in this arena.
yeah, we're waiting to hear. We're hoping that it's just something has tripped the alarm. And they sent the players to the bench, but it's almost like a 30-second timeout. They have told them not to sit down. And if it was going to be any kind of delay, they'd probably have them sit down, probably even send them to the locker room. Well, the Lady Cyclones, as we said, coming off a victory, but it was a long time ago, almost 2 full weeks. The Lady Cyclones defeated Lone Oak. It seems forever ago. The Lady Cyclones winning that game 62-42.
And you know, Ely's picked up from that game. You know, she had a great game on defense, intercepting passes, jumping into the passing lane, and she's picked that up at the start of this game. So good to see Ely playing real good defense.
Anna Myers was going to say he got 20 points in that game, and Anna Myers is going to sign letter of intent on Tuesday to continue her basketball career and play with Arkansas Tech University. So congratulations to Miss Myers. That'll be happening on Tuesday in the high school cafeteria, and anybody that wants to come is welcome to attend. And they're trying to get Sherry White over. They've got Karen McNabb coming over to talk. Okay, it's nothing important. And there's no fire alarm nor tornado watch. The strobe lights are still going off. And the officials just talked to Sherry White and Karen McNabb and said, we've been given the option if you want to keep playing or not. And both coaches decided to keep playing. And then when they went back to their benches, the strobe lights have been turned off. So they were going to keep playing anyway. So now we're back to action. Lady Cyclones leading at 8-1 after the brief delay. 4:04 on the clock as they get in the front court. Bad pass. They have to save it in bounds, and a nice job by Williams to save it in bounds. Caitlin now with the drive down the right side, kisses one off the glass and in. And that is Morrilton's first field goal of the game. So we hope that's not foreshadowing of things to come. Here's Z faking the long three out on the left wing. Myers in the corner. Doesn't get it to her. She'll use the screen. Gets it on the right side to Kara Davis. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound's going to be out of bounds in the corner. Last touch by the Lady Cyclones. 3:36 left to play first quarter. Lady Cyclones lead at 8-3. Morrilton in the backcourt pressure, but not man pressure. They're waiting to trap. Morrilton gets a long pass in the front court. Adams leaves it now for Williams. They go to the high post to Templeton, and she'll fire down the left wing to Jackson. 3:18 left to play first quarter. Lady Cyclones leading it 8-3. Russellville Cyclone senior boys basketball to come. Templeton from just inside the three-point line knocks it down, and that makes it 8-5. And now the Lady Devil Dogs with 4 straight points. That's what you always wonder. You're not sure after a delay, something weird happening. Fire alarm going off, causing just a few-minute delay. And it's picked up Morrilton a little bit. They feel like they've got momentum on their side. Lady Cyclones need to, Dr. Gocher just saying, hey, it's all good. It was nothing important, just the alarm got tripped. Here's a drive by Myers, shot blocked, last touched out of bounds by Myers, and it'll belong to Morrilton.
Yeah, she had 2 defenders over. One came over and kind of had her sandwiched underneath the basket, and she got too far underneath. But that shot will be open later on in the game.
Well, she was told by Coach White, go up after one dribble, don't keep driving. She wants her to shoot the jumper there. At the top is Adams, drives down the right side lane. This layup won't go, tipped But the rebound comes from Anna Myers, gets it off to Howerton. Lady Cyclones still going with the same starting five so far this entire first quarter. In the corner to Davis, out to Z McAllister. She will try the long three from way downtown. It's off the mark. And the rebound comes to Lady Devil Dogs. After the fire alarm, Lady Cyclones are ice cold. But Morrilton does us a favor and throws the ball away.
Well, eventually this man-to-man full court press is going to get to Morrilton because they're running right now, but you're having to go against man-to-man, so it tends to wear you out a lot quicker.
5'7" senior, number 12, Tanika Boyce will check in for the Lady Cyclones. She replaces Maddie Howerton. So with 2:04 left to play first quarter, that's the first substitution for Russellville in this game. Z McAllister out on the right wing. Way out on the left wing is Anna Myers, and they look like they're going to get it to her. They give it to Ely. Myers goes inside, pass will not be caught. I couldn't tell if it went through Anna's hands or off her hands, but either way it belongs to the Lady Devil Dogs.
It looked like it went through her hands. I think she was expecting to get fouled by the time she caught the ball.
Well, since the fire alarm went off, the Lady Cyclones led 8-1 at that point. They haven't scored. That was just over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Looked like Adams had an open three. She passed on it, gets it off to Mary Kate Kordsmeyer, who hits the jumper. And the Lady Devil Dogs are within a point. Minute 28 left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones need a basket. They need one fast. Kara Davis has it out on the left side. Working inside as Myers posting up down low. They don't get it to her, but Ely has it. Ely drives, a little jump stop in the lane. Off on the baseline to Boyce. And back to Ely. Jump stop again. Nice little move. Gets the open jumper. Won't go. Follows her own shot. This one won't go. And the rebound comes to Templeton. Coach White wanted the ball worked in a little quicker, and Morrilton again throws it away.
Morrilton playing a 2-1-2, and then they'll switch back to a 2-3 zone. And so they're collapsing on the inside, and it's been pretty difficult for Ely to get a good, clean shot off.
Lady Cyclones lead 8-7. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Z McAllister will dribble over to the right wing and almost in the corner before she gave it up to Ely. Here's a kicked ball there by Templeton. They were trying to go down low to Anna Myers. Be the trigger man, McAllister, on the right baseline. Nobody close to her right now. She needs somebody to move quick. Gets it into Ely right back to Z. Z goes to Ely on the baseline. She's about 17 feet away, looking to dish it off. She gets it to Kara Davis, right back to Ely. Little give and go, and the bounce pass can't be handled. Morrilton has it with 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones hanging on to a 1-point lead. Caitlin Williams will take it all the way, and a blocking foul is going to be called. The shot was made, and Morrilton has their first lead of the game as we get a foul called on Michaela Ely. That's her first and the Lady Cyclones' third team foul. And Caitlin Williams now going to the free throw line for the and one. Has 5 points. 5 of Morrilton's 9. Free throw by Williams is good. A 2-point lead for Morrilton, and Morrilton bringing back in Jyla Calvin. Probably just to set their defense more than anything else. 20 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. The Lady Cyclones trail for the first time by 2. Z with the dribble. Gonna set a screen for her, but she's not going to use it. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Davis dribbles, a little jump stop on the right wing. Looking, gets it to Boyce. Boyce back out to Michaela. Michaela's three-pointers partially blocked. And that's the end of the first quarter with our score. Lady Devil Dogs 10, the Lady Cyclones 8. We'll take a break here as we close out the first quarter. You're watching and listening to Lady Cyclone basketball here on Cyclone Booth.
Again, special thanks to our Basketball Boost Club corporate sponsors. They're being showcased on our video board in the center of the arena. Thanks to Beacon Tire, First State Bank, Blackstone Construction, Bill Ryan Autoplex, Beacon Inc., Johnny
Lady Cyclones led at one point, 8-1.
Steakhouse,
They trail 10-8 as Morrilton closed with the last 9 points of the quarter, and Lady Cyclones didn't score with more than 4 minutes left to play in that first quarter. Lady Cyclones going ice cold after the pull of the fire alarm. We don't know if somebody pulled it, if it got tripped or what.
Makes you wonder who set it off.
Yeah, maybe somebody wearing maroon and anthracite did.
If they did, it worked.
Lady Cyclones, they will open their play in the Morrilton tournament next week. They play Tuesday. We'll give you that info at halftime of this game. Morrilton gets the ball to start the second quarter. Let's go, Lady Cyclones. That was our cold quarter there, half quarter. Let's start this back up and get back out on top. Templeton gives it up to Caitlin Williams. Listed at 0 for us, but she's 00 on her jersey. Maddie Adams can't shake Davis. Gets on the right side, Templeton. Pops free, she'll shoot the long three, in and out. And there's Myers with the rebound. Z McAllister wants to push it the floor. She'll leave it on the left side to Ely. Ely, nice little move down left side lane. Left-handed shot is good.
Beautiful left-handed layup from the left side. It was a good fake. She got her defender moving to her left, and she went back, or to her right and went back to the left. Good shot.
Well, Ely's first basket of the game has tied it at 10. 7:05 left in the first half. Williams gets it over here right in front of us to Adams, and just inside the three-point line is Jackson looking down low for Templeton. Nice little move herself. She missed the easy shot. Myers had another rebound. We have her unofficially with 5 rebounds. Davis in the front court. Dribbles to the free throw line, needs some help. They double teamed her. Gets it down low to Myers. A turnaround jumper won't go. Lady Devil Dogs have the rebound. We're all knotted up at 10 with 6:35 left in the first half. The right elbow, Jackson started from there. She got fouled in the lane. I say white 25. That's Anna Myers. That's her first. It's 4 fouls on the Lady Cyclones, but a shooting foul nonetheless for Jaden Jackson, the 5'10 junior. Has not scored in this basketball game. First free throw is good. She gives Morrilton their second lead in the game. And now in for the first time, 6-foot senior Hillian Vardaman, who will spill Anna Myers. And Anna and Michaela both played that entire first quarter. A minute and a half of this quarter. Second free throw is good by Jackson. Morrilton does this where they will try to sub after a second free throw to give people just an extra break, give their team a time to get down the floor. And they don't want to get beat in transition. Second free throw is good. It's a 12-10 lead for the Lady Devil Dogs. 6:23 left to play in the first half. Ely from 15 feet away, jump stop down the lane, missed the shot. And after the rebound, we got a foul called underneath on Michaela Ely. That'll be number 2 on her.
Well, she did that jump stop, and when she did, she put herself too far underneath the basket, and it was easy to defend her. And then she followed up with a foul. It's one thing Coach White does not want them to do, is watch the fouls.
At the free throw line is Kennedy Reel, 5'9" sophomore, her first action here. Gets it on the baseline at Templeton, started to drive towards the middle, and boy, we just had a big-time walk. It wasn't called by Korsmeyer. She took off running. That was terrible. And didn't shoot it, though. Got it off to Templeton, back to Mary Kate Korsmeyer. Templeton now, and you knew we were probably going to get a makeup call or something like this, I think. And it might have been a block underneath. I didn't see it, but sometimes those things have a tendency to even out. We got a foul called on Jaden Jackson, and Myers going to check back into the game, replacing Ely, who's got 2 fouls. Kind of important to get her out there. You don't want to pick up a cheap third one here. It's boys, Z McAllister, Myers, Vardaman, and who am I missing? Kara Davis. She's got the basketball on the left side. Flashing high is Vardaman. Goes inside. Nice pass from Vardaman to Myers for the turnaround jumper.
And this time when Myers turned around, she saw where the basket was before she shot the ball. It's a great move by Myers.
Lady Cyclones tie it again at 12. Templeton got away with a walk. No, she didn't. They did call it. She moved a pivot foot there. And now in for the first time for Russellville will be Blakely Walker, the 5'7" senior. She'll replace Tanika Boyce, who gets a pat on the back from Coach Sherry White. Said nice defense. I don't know if our crowd mic picked it up or not. 12-12 our score. 5:05 left to play in the first half. Z McAllister on right wing. Looking inside Myers. Go back to Davis. Davis misses from three. Templeton with the rebound. I'll check that. It's Jackson. Jackson going to bring it up the floor quickly herself. Down the middle of the lane and shot too hard off the glass. Saved the bounce from Templeton through the hands of Jackson. And another unforced error from Morrilton. That's 5 turnovers they've had. They've just been bad passes or going through their hands.
And Lady Cyclones needs to take advantage of it. Anytime we get a turnover like that, we need to go down and score and start building up a lead.
All tied at 12, 4:34 left to play here in the first half. Vardaman again going down low. Again, a nice pass. This time Myers can't convert on it. Myers almost had a steal off the back door after the rebound by Jackson. Caitlin Williams in the front court, gives it off real. Three-pointer won't go. Davis, great position there to get the rebound. And Davis in the front court quickly, and a pass a little too high for Blakely Walker, who couldn't control it, goes out of bounds. I like that transition, though. You had a 3-on-2. Sometimes you got to attack there. Coach White's not upset about that. She's orchestrating her half-court defense over here, and Morrilton going to walk it up the floor. It's 12-12. 4:05 left to play here in the first half, and now away from the basketball, we're going to get a foul call on Morrilton. Black 22 is what they said. Anthracite 22 is really what it is. Calvin picks up her first and the third team foul. Foul's evening out a little bit now. It was 5-1. Favor Russellville, now 5-3. Z McAllister in the front court. Still tied at 12, under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Vardaman at the high post. They've worked this twice. This time she's going to shoot it and doesn't get the bounce here. Real got the rebound and almost tripped over her own player after she dished it off to Caitlin Williams.
And that was a good shot. You want Vardaman to take that shot.
In the corner to Mary-Kate Kordsmeyer, hounded by Blakely Walker. Can't shake her. Crossover dribble. Gives it now at the free throw line to Real. This shot goes in and out. A rebound chased down by Helian Vardaman, and she saves it in to Z McAllister, who's pushing up the floor. Doesn't have the number. She's going to wait on the trailer. Anna Myers hits the shot. They wave it off. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Well, if this was the NBA, that would have counted, but the foul was on the floor. It's a good call. And that's going to be on Caitlin Williams, 0-0, her first and the fourth team foul on Morrilton. Maddie Adams, a 5'7" senior, checks back in, replacing Kennedy Real. Real had 2 shots that went down and out. Myers not coming out. She lost the contact lens. She just handed it to Coach White. And I don't know what she's seeing with, because Coach White didn't know what it was, dropped it on the floor and just picked it up. She's playing without a contact lens. Myers, let's see. That'd be tough to shoot, but turnaround jumper, it's nothing but net. How about that?
I don't think I'd put it back in.
Yeah, leave it out. She's got 6 points. The Lady Cyclones take the lead again. 14-12 here with 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Well, I'll tell you, if I shot and closed one eye, I wouldn't be able to swish it. Inside now to Calvin. Nice little move, but a shot blocked. Calvin battling to get her own rebound, and tying her up is Helian Vardaman with the hustle on the floor. And Lady Cyclones get possession. That fires up the crowd.
It does. You have to like the aggressiveness of Vardaman going after that basketball.
Z going to let Blakely Walker bring it up. She's going to flank her on the left side. Davis on the right side. Vardaman catches it, turnaround jumper a little short. Didn't really get her feet set. Luckily for the Lady Cyclones, it goes off the Lady Devil Dogs. It'll belong to Russellville. 2:35 left in the first half. 14-12 our score. The Lady Cyclones leading it. Z, the trigger man, gives it on the right wing to Davis, and now to Vardaman, who's way behind the three-point line. Back to Z on the right side. Into the corner. Kara Davis faking the three. He'll take a baseline, throws it inside to Myers. Double team, triple team, lost the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds, and last touch by Morrilton.
You have to like the way the Russellville's attacking the basket.
You can hear that's Coach Sherry White. We have a mic right next to her. She was wanting the foul call there on diving on the loose ball, for the loose ball there. She thought her player got crashed into. I think she's right. Blakely Walker dribbles inside Picks up her dribble, needs help, gets it off to Myers. Now to Blakely in the corner. She'll spot up from 3. This one no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Devil Dogs. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Lady Cyclones lead by 12. Templeton on the right side has to throw it back out and does to Adams. Williams spots up from 3. This one, boy, that one just hit the back of the iron and died there and fell through.
That's their first 3. Morrilton's first 3.
7 points. No, it's 9 points now for Williams. Trying to answer was Z. McAllister, won't go. Myers with a turnaround follow, and she's going to be fouled, and Anna's going to go to the free throw line for the first time. The Lady Cyclones' 3rd and 4th free throw. Minute 31 left to play in the first half. Lady Cyclones trail by a point. Myers misses the first. Russellville 1 of 3 from the free throw line. They've been promoting this night for a while. Cyclone Alley, the 4 rows in front across from us. They're wanting the students to sit there. Already quite a bit of students here, but they don't fill up the host spots. I mean, adults are wanting to get in on it. Second free throw ties the game. Anna Myers with 7 points, and we're all tied at 15. We're getting ready to close out this first half. Caitlin Williams on the right wing. A one-handed bounce pass inside of Templeton. Turnaround jumper. It's way too hard off the backboard. Marmon with the rebound. She's given Coach White some good minutes. Z. McAllister in the front court. Stops and dribbles back out behind the three-point line on the left side. Davis on the right side. Kara not in a hurry. We have 60 seconds left to play. Now uses a screen. Open from 3. This one won't go. The rebound tipped around, and now we might have a breakaway. Jackson going the other direction. Z. McAllister, and Z with the rebound. Throwing in the corner to Blakely Walker. Faking the 3. Gets it up top. Z will try to answer. She does! Three-pointer, nothing but net for Z. McAllister. Her second 3 of the game, and Lady Cyclones lead by 3.
That was from way downtown.
It was. She's got that range. 28 seconds left. Here in the first half. That brings the crowd alive. Caitlin Williams airballs a layup. Morrilton with the rebound. A pass is intercepted by Davis. It's a 2-on-1 going the other direction. And now we have whistle. No whistles. It's Kara Davis picking up the loose ball and hitting the layup. Lady Cyclones lead by 5. Fans really getting into it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And the air ball's the last second shot. In fact, we have 0.6 seconds left to play in the first half on the air ball. Back-to-back air balls for Morrilton. Lady Cyclones, can they throw it the length of the floor? Not quite. Close. But what a close to the end of the first half. We went back and forth in that second quarter. Lady Cyclones trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter, but they lead by 5 at the end of the first half. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Cyclone basketball here on Cyclone Booth. Well, the Lady Cyclones lead it here by a score of 20-15 at the half, and what a close. You know, Lady Cyclones led at 1 point, 8-1. We had a fire alarm go off with just a little over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, and we had to stop for a little bit, figure out what that was. It wasn't anything serious. The alarm was just tripped. Lady Cyclones didn't score in the final 4 minutes, so it bothered them a little bit, and they trailed 10-8 at the end of the first quarter. It went back and forth seesawing. They took a 12-10 lead. We took a 14-12 lead. They took a 15-14 lead, and then the Lady Cyclones in dramatic fashion closing the half with the final 6 points. And Lady Cyclones lead at the end of the first half, 20-15. What's your assessments of the first half?
It's been defense by the Lady Cyclones. Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs, they're only 1 of 8 from three-point line, and they got that one late in the second quarter. Russellville's 2 of 7. But we haven't had to rely on the three-point. We've been working the ball on the inside, with Myers, with Vardaman working the inside. Ely's been working the ball on the inside. And the good thing about the Lady Cyclones is we've stayed out of foul trouble. That's the good thing.
Well, the Lady Cyclones had kind of a tale of 3 or 4 halves in that first half. A lot of things going on for Russellville, and the Lady Cyclones lead it here 22-15. We told you we would talk to you about what Russellville Lady Cyclones are doing next week. It's, as we said, it's nice for the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones to play together. But next week, every time this year, it's always the first week of December, they split and go their different directions. It's always the week of the Russellville Parade, Christmas Parade. And the Lady Cyclones will be going to Morrilton to take part in, they got a different name, but it's their 11th annual Morrilton Classic is what I call it. But now it's called the Petit Jean Classic, sponsored by Petit Jean Meats. This is their first year to sponsor it. And Lady Cyclones, actually, I told you wrong. I said they'd be playing it on Tuesday. They actually play on Monday. They open with Maumelle at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That game will not be on Cyclone Booth, so I apologize for that, but we're just not able to get over there in time because of our day jobs. But they will open with Maumelle at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Should they win, they will play Wednesday at 4. If they lose, they'll play Thursday at 4. If they lose, they're only guaranteed that Thursday game. If they win Wednesday, they will play one more game. Now, the Lady Cyclones, win or lose, they'll play the winner-loser of Valonia and Wonderview. And kind of hope it's Wonderview because Valonia is a conference opponent for Russellville this year. And you don't want to play them 3 times. But that Wonderview-Valonia game won't be till Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. On the other side of the bracket, on the girls' side, the host team, the Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs, play Greenbrier, another conference opponent of Russellville's. And that'll be on Monday at 6:30. On Tuesday at 6:30, Bryant plays Sylvan Hills. So that's the 4 teams of this girls division of the Morrilton Classic. Now, as our Russellville Cyclones, we will have these games for you. We will have these games for you on Cyclone Booth. Russellville hosts the Cyclone Classic. Remember last year they switched it to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when all times before it's been Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Wednesday is when we start. The host team, Russellville Cyclones, will host Shiloh, but they'll be the last game of the day. So we'll tell you what that first game. This will be a week from Wednesday. I'm sorry, it'll be next week, next Wednesday. The first game will be at 4 o'clock. It'll be Bentonville West against Subiaco. The 5:30 game is Van Buren against Arkadelphia. The 7 o'clock game is Sylvan Hills against Greenwood, and the 8:30 game is Russellville against Shiloh. Now, Russellville's on the top part of the bracket, and they're paired with Van Buren against Arkadelphia. So win or lose, they'll play the winner or the loser of that Van Buren-Arkadelphia game. Should the Cyclones win Wednesday night at 8:30, they'll play at 8:30 on Thursday night. Should they lose, they'll play the 5:30 game on Thursday afternoon. We'll have 3 games on Friday. So we have 4 games on Wednesday, 4 games on Thursday, and 3 games on Friday. There's no 7th place game. But games every day starting at 4 o'clock. Look, if you need a basketball fix, Cyclone Arena is a place to be next week because you're going to get to see 11 games in 3 days. It's a good high school basketball, and Russellville, one of their conference opponent, Greenwood, is in there. But the only way we can face Greenwood is in the championship game or the 5th place game. We're on the opposite side. So, but that's what's going on for the Russellville Cyclones and Lady Cyclones, and we will keep you up to date on our Facebook page on Cyclone Booth. We also appreciate you joining us here on YouTube. But once again, the Lady Cyclones will play Monday at 4. It will not be on here, so we'll just have to hear it word of mouth as they will take on Maumelle at 4 o'clock. But the Cyclone game Wednesday night here at 8:30 will be on Cyclone Booth. And Cyclone's going to be senior boys taking on Morrilton. And, well, you know, you don't want to lose last game before a break, and that's what happened for the senior boys because it's been forever since they played, it seems like, and they're out here warming up. They're in halftime of this girls' game as Lady Cyclones lead at 20-15. But you lose a game to Lone Oak like they did when the other team was just absolutely on fire hitting threes. You know, they're wanting to play. You almost want to play the next night, but weren't able to do so. And so they've been anxious to get back out on the floor. They took a short break for Thanksgiving, as did the girls, and they were back out here working on Friday and getting ready. Just a couple more weeks before semester tests for this group. Of course, we will host the Hoops for Hunger here at Cyclone Arena. It's a boys and girls tournament right after Christmas, but before New Year's. A lot of goings on, and basketball season is not in full swing, but it's, I would say next week it's going to be in full swing for both teams. Lady Cyclones lead at a halftime 20-15. About 3 minutes before they start the second half, but neither team showing back up out of the locker room.
Well, after you've laid off any type of a break, you do want to get back out on the court. But the good thing about the Cyclones is, especially the boys team, is they're coming back and playing the next game after a break on their own court. So little more familiar settings, got some good fans out tonight, a good number of fans showing their support for the Cyclone teams. Got the band out here, so just a good atmosphere for the senior boys to come back and to play Morrilton and pick up a victory.
They really promoted this. They reduced ticket prices for students to $1 and really wanted them out. I'm looking across, see quite a few students already here. The baseball, softball teams are here. I know baseball team just had their tryouts this week, so some of these baseball kids, it's a chance to relax and sort of exhale. No, our buddy Will McCrotty, it's a chance for him to exhale. He's been going strong. He had 3 different sessions, you know, with the kids that were in off season, and of course he's having to plan around for kids that are in basketball practice, a 2-sport athlete. So he had so many kids out. So just a good way to conclude the week with Cyclone basketball. And hey, you're playing against a team that's just down the road on I-40, and so it's a good chance to get here. We really are excited to see the students there. They got a big banner now that says Cyclone Alley across the front. They're really trying to make it the way the old Cyclone Gymnasium was. Look, that was named the Terror Dome, and it was for a reason. Look, as uncomfortable as those benches were, as hot as it got because there's no air conditioning in there, it was loud. And even when Cyclones didn't have very good teams, it was still a tough place to play, and they're trying to recreate that atmosphere here. And I was telling somebody today, look, we go on the road and we see how hostile fans are, and we're excited that they're trying to create that here. And these teams deserve it, and these kids support each other. And they're even talking about doing this Cyclone Alley at baseball games and softball games and doing soccer games and things like that. So hopefully it'll promote some school spirit. Lady Cyclones back on the floor, and Morrilton out on the floor, neither one taking warm-up shots to start the second half. Russellville with a 5-point lead. We've just got 27 seconds left before we start this second half. We'll give you the scoring totals for this first half. Z McAllister with 7 points and Anna Myers with 7 points. 4 points for Kara Davis and Michaela Ely with 2. Ely did have 2 fouls. She was the only Lady Cyclone with 2 fouls. Morrilton has Caitlin Williams with 7 points. Mary Kate Kordsmeyer, Tamia Templeton, and Jaden Jackson all with 2. And Lady Devil Dogs are 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Lady Cyclones 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Nobody really in foul trouble for Morrilton, nobody with more than 1 foul. As we start the second half, Morrilton will have the basketball. Morrilton's out on the floor, and we're waiting for Russellville. We got to get this quick because we don't want anything happening where they put the ball down and start counting.
Well, Morrilton gets the ball first, and so we'll see how the Lady Cyclones open up if they stay in that man-to-man defense, and it looks like they're going to.
It's not the starting lineup. It's Anna Myers, Kara Davis, Z McAllister, Hillian Vardaman, and Blakely Walker on the floor for Russellville. At the top, here's a shot by Adams, misses the 3. Davis on the backside gets the rebound, and here come the Lady Cyclones. We'll take that, a missed 3 to start, and we get the defensive rebound. That's a good start to the second half. Z McAllister from way downtown, bang! Z McAllister now with 3 threes, and she's in double figures.
Again, a very long shot. When she releases it, you think she's out of her range, but it just falls in there and rips the net.
Z's range is when she steps in the gym. There's a 23-15 lead for Russellville. A missed turnaround jumper from Templeton. Myers there to get the rebound. Her and Vardaman was both there. They had their players blocked out. Vardaman has it just inside the three-point line, looking down low. Nothing there. Blakely Walker flashing. They get it inside, ball tipped out. Walker gets it around the free throw line and dribbles out of trouble. They leave her alone briefly, but she's not going to shoot it. She starts to back her way in, and now still with the dribble on the left wing. Cross-court pass on the right side to Z McAllister, and boy, they better get out on her, and they are. She's way out, and they're on her. Myers started in the corner, To the right wing, backs it back down on the baseline, dumps it out to Walker on the right side. Myers now mishandled it, back out to Z, and they're challenging her again from way out there. She's not going to use the screen, drives around her, man. Little finger roll is good off the glass.
The thing about that shot is when she got close to the basket and went up, you could see the softness of her touch as it came off the backboard. Very good layup.
Double-digit lead, largest lead for either team. Lady Cyclones lead 25-15, almost a steal. And now there is a steal by Z McAllister as Morrilton tried to save it in bounds. That last finger roll by Z, it was her first non-3 made as far as a field goal is concerned. Davis misses a three from the corner and can't save it in bounds. It'll belong to Morrilton. 25-15, Russellville leads here in the third quarter.
Davis is getting some open shots on that three-point. She's shooting it a little bit flat. I'm sure Coach White is telling her, put a little arch on that, and it'll start going in.
Just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Russellville leads at 25-15. Popping free is Mary-Kate Kordsmeyer from three. That one's good. That's her first three of the game, 5 points, and now we have a timeout by Coach McNabb, a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 25-18 our score. Lady Cyclones led by 10. That was their largest lead back until they led 8-1 to start the game. Remember, the last 4 minutes of the first quarter, they didn't score after somebody had tripped the fire alarm. And we had a stoppage of play for a little while. And then they thought they wouldn't be able to shut off the strobe lights, and the officials called both head coaches to the center of the press row, and they said, do y'all want to keep playing? Do y'all want to stop? It's y'all's option. They both wanted to keep playing. And the strobe lights are way up top, so it didn't really affect anybody's shooting. They were way up in the ceiling, and as soon as they got ready to start, they were able to shut it off. They ran that last play there for Mary-Kate Kordsmeyer. She came through, and they set that screen and hit that three, called timeout, and I think that's what Coach White was addressing, even though she didn't call a timeout. I think she was addressing that. Hey, we gotta switch off. We gotta communicate better on that. Blakely Walker in the front court. Tries to get around her man. She's going to be whistled for traveling. She's trying to draw some contact.
Well, she did draw contact. It looked like maybe the defender kind of leaned on her a little bit and made her take that extra step. I was a little surprised they called walking on her, not a foul.
Back the other direction, Caitlin Williams bounce pass down low to Templeton. Shot rolls off the iron, and Myers with the rebound, gives it off to Howerton. Didn't see the defender there, lost it. Myers picks it back up. Good job, Anna. As Howerton and Ely coming back in during that last break. 25-18, Lady Cyclones lead by 7. Pass, tip. Maddie Howerton open from the left wing, missed the three. Davis underneath gets the rebound. Double teamed, and let's see, a jump ball is going to be called. It'll belong to Lady Cyclones as Morrilton got it to start this quarter. They're going to inbound it on the left baseline. It'll be Z McAllister trying to get Ely to come to her. She does. Right back to Z. Z's three-pointer misses off the front of the iron. You know, as soon as she released that, you could tell it's a little short just from our angle. She gets a foul, a little frustration foul on that, trying to get the steal after the defensive rebound. That's number 2 on Z.
And you see a lot of that happening when you miss a shot, you're upset yourself, you slap at the ball trying to get it back, and you get a foul called on you.
Caitlin Williams bounce pass inside is going to be taken away by Russellville. No, nobody can control it, and a jump ball, and it'll belong to Morrilton this time. 4:46 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville leading 25-18. There's a kid in a morph suit behind the goal. I like that. With some really long shorts on. There's a three-pointer. Oh, it's not good for us as Templeton hits the three. Her second one taken, her first one made. She's got 5, and it's now a 5-point lead. Did they call that a 3? They marked it as a 2. I had it down as a 3. Right now it's 25-20. Ely with a nice move. Bounce pass, too hot to handle for Myers. Turnover goes over to Morrilton. I don't know if that was a 3 or 2. I thought it was a 3, but
I did too.
Morrilton's not saying anything about it. Maybe it was just a 2. Right now they've got it 25-20. We led by 10. They hit the 3 by Mary-Kate Kordsmeyer, then that shot there. Or maybe it is a 2. They go inside of Templeton. She just flings it off the backboard. Myers there with the rebound. She's got double-digit rebounds now here in the third quarter. A nice feed from Z to Ely, and Ely hits a layup.
That's her second left-handed layup for Ely.
4 points for Ely, and almost a steal by Myers as she knocks it away, dove on the floor. Can't control it. 27-20. We're going to call that a 2, I guess, by Templeton. They're not blowing any stink about it, so that's what we'll say. It was a 2-pointer. 3:48 left to play, third quarter. Mary Kate Korsmeyer gets it off. At the top of the key, swinging left side, that's Caitlin Williams. And on her drive, she just lost her footing and crashed into Myers, lost the ball. Davis has it, dribbling with the head up. She was looking for Ely. Ely wasn't able to turn around, and through all that, we got a hand check foul called on Morrilton. That's number 2 on Caitlin Williams, and Jaden Jackson will check in for Morrilton. Checking out is Jyla Calvin. Davis, nice little play there as they found Myers open underneath, hitting the layup.
Got her defender up in the air. Once you do that, you pretty much got a good layup.
She got a backside screen that got her open underneath there. Oh, they got her the basketball there. 29-20. Lady Cyclones, after seeing their lead cut to 5, has built it back up to 9, and now we have a foul called on. Is this on Myers? No, it's on 35. Ely, that's 3. Second team foul on Russellville, and that'll put Templeton on the line to shoot 2. She's got 4 points, and Coach White going to have to go to her bench with Ely with 3 fouls. So first free throw by Templeton, no good. 29-20 our score. The Lady Cyclones lead it.
And that's a good move by Coach White, getting Ely out right now. Gives her a chance to rest, not pick up another foul.
Well, if this game stays close, you're going to need her for the fourth quarter. Second free throw is good by Templeton. Once again, after a made free throw, Coach McNabb goes to her bench immediately. And this is Kennedy Reel, 5'9" sophomore. Lady Cyclones lead is 8, 29-21. Z McAllister on the left wing in the corner to Davis. Bounce pass down low to Myers. Turnaround jumper, rolls off the iron. With the rebound is Reel. Williams, long pass down the floor, quickly on the block. Jackson shot blocked by Vardaman, and there's Myers with the rebound. That's Vardaman's second block of the game. McAllister in the front court, gives in the corner. Davis, three-pointer is good. Davis with 7. Sometimes her shot the flattest you'll ever see, but they go in. 2:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones with their largest lead of the game, 32-21. Trying to hand Morrilton just their second defeat on the season. Three-pointer missed, but a rebound goes straight to Morrilton. Reel missed it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Vardaman.
Vardaman got another piece of the ball, partial block.
Russell just couldn't control that. Neely's going to check back in here. I didn't think we'd see her till the fourth quarter. It's a little surprising here.
Yeah.
Inbounds pass caught Lady Cyclones napping. Missed shot by Korsmeyer. Myers now with her 12th rebound. In the front court, Z McAllister gives it off. Here's a three-point try by Maddie Howerton. Her first basket of the game. It's a three-pointer, and Lady Cyclones lead is 14. And now Coach McNabb wants to take a timeout. Russellville with a 35-21 lead.
This time we need to get all of our junior high and high school students down.
Well, Lady Cyclones saw their lead cut to their 10-point lead cut to 5. And since then, though, they've been on a 10-1 run. We've got 2:07 left to play here in the third quarter. Senior boys coming up next.
Russellville, the Lady Cyclones, so far this quarter are 3 of 6 from three-point land, which is excellent as far as a quarter shooting. And that's what's helping to build up this lead against the Lady Dogs. Plus, we're playing a very tight defense underneath that basket. And when I say tight, we're staying on our opponent. And when they're getting the ball, we're right there in their face. When they go up for it, our hands go up. A lot of times we're getting part of the ball.
Both junior high teams were in action last night. The 8th grade boys and girls were winners. 8th grade boys won by a little over 20 points. The 8th grade girls won by 8, I believe. I think it was 34-26. I think that's right. Ninth grade teams both fell in their games. Back in the swing of things of basketball. And Lady Cyclones doing a good job here, building a lead up to 14. Russell back out on the floor. They'll be on defense after that full timeout by Coach McNabb. They still have her with 3 timeouts. She's actually got 2 left. And Morrilton bringing up the floor. Caitlin Williams working against Z McAllister. And now we have an offensive foul. This is going to be on number 10, Jaden Jackson, with a legal screen. And you're going to do that, you got to do it amongst the pack. You can't do it out there right in front of the official.
Yeah, and Carla Davis went to the floor on that.
Yeah, Kara's okay. She popped right up. And minute 51 left to play in the third quarter. And Coach Chase White, the assistant coach, is standing up. He's trying to get him to play for 1 shot. He just said 1 shot. Or draw Morrilton out. Try to beat him off a dribble. Spread the floor. Why not? You got a 14-point lead. You don't need to be in a hurry here. Minute 32 left to play here in the third quarter. Z McAllister, they say just hold it. You got to be within a certain area before they start the 5-second count. And they do. She drives inside, shot too hard off the backboard, tipped around a couple times. Myers gets it. Last touch by Myers. She was knocked to the floor by Kennedy Reel.
Well, one of my favorite phrases is, it happened right in front of the official.
Well, you know, usually it might not have been a big enough bump to call the foul, but when it goes out of bounds because you lose control, then you got to call the foul. And Coach White, the official, told her, said, that didn't matter. And she said, doesn't matter. What does that mean? So she goes and talks to the other official, and I agree. I don't understand what that means. It doesn't matter. Oh, he said incidental. And here's Myers with a steal. Anna trying to take it coast to coast from the right side. Layup too strong off the backboard, and Caitlin Williams has it. And she's wanting to push it up the floor. In the lane, and she traveled. Traveled well before any kind of contact. I don't know if that would have been a block or charge, but it was definitely a travel.
It was. Ely stood her ground, and that's what made the play. She would not give in. She wasn't moving.
49 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Russellville still with a 14-point lead, 35-21. A couple offensive chances. Now back to playing for 1 shot. Howerton has it near the half-court mark. Started her dribble. Sees the double team. Back to Z. She's out right next to us. Breaks contact. And now Coach White wants to take a timeout with 22.3 seconds left. Well, you do this because you want to design a play. And you haven't called a timeout yet, so why not? And so 30-second timeout, you're not allowed to sit on the bench. And you can only have people on the floor out with you. You know, I think Mary Kate Korsmeyer got hit. I'm looking for her. I see her down there. I think she might have a bloody nose because she's got a towel to her face. The fine shooter for Morrilton only has 5 points. Lady Cyclones have done a good job on her. And she just, most of these Lady Devil Dogs have had some problems getting anything going, any kind of rhythm going. Russellville sort of focused on their scores and clamped down on them. 35-21 our score. The Lady Cyclones leading it. 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Russellville after the timeout designing a play, and they're going to, I call timeout on this side. We should have inbound on this side. I don't know if that's going to affect them, but they're going to inbound it on the far side. Kara Davis will be the trigger man. Davis, nothing there. They're going to get it inbounds to Howerton. Back to Davis. Davis at the top. Dribbles to the right elbow. It's about 14 feet away. Back to Howerton with 13 left. Z McAllister with 10 seconds. Myers driving down the right side of the lane. Shot up, and we have a jump ball called with 6.8 seconds left, and Russellville can inbound it on the baseline. Coach, why I'm laughing over here, she's really working this official. He's starting to laugh now. It's always good to get the official laughing. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Myers, she's going to have to shoot it. Davis, somebody. They don't get it up in time. They do. I didn't know if they would or not. Just sort of fling to 3, but doesn't go, and we've come to the end of the third quarter. And Lady Cyclones still with a 14-point lead. Pretty good quarter for Russellville. You know, they had some momentum when they took the lead by 5, 20-15 to close the first half. Since then, in that quarter, Excellent quarter for Russell. They took the 5-point lead, extended it to 14, and that's where we sit right here at 35-21.
Like I said earlier, they were 3 of 6 from three-point line. I don't have a shooting a free shot that quarter. Do you?
No, I do not. Them I do, but not us. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We have not, but a couple big threes, one by Z McAllister and one by Kara Davis. Anna Myers sitting there with a total of 9 points, Ely with 4. Davis with 7, Howerton with a big 3 in that quarter. She got 3. But leading the way for Russellville in this game is Z McAllister. She has 12 points. In fact, she leads all scores. Morrilton's scoring leader, Caitlin Williams, had 7, but all those coming in the first half. In fact, they only hit 2 field goals in that quarter. It'll be Morrilton Lady Devil Dog basketball to start the fourth quarter. Inbound again in the backcourt. Russellville looking a matchup man-to-man defense, and there's a block shot by Myers, but Morrilton gets it back. Gets it off to Templeton from the right elbow. Shot short, but she's got her own rebound. Near the free throw line, throws it down low, shot blocked from behind, but they're going to get Anna Myers with the foul. This will be her second.
She must have got her with the body because with her hand, it was all ball.
7:39.
And I think that's what Coach White is telling the official right now.
That's pitiful. It's funny because she doesn't use any kind of bad language. It's just funny to, that's pitiful, that's sorry. You know, first free throw is no good by Rio, but she hits the second. That's her first point of the game. 35-22. 7:35 left to play here in the ball game. Lady Cyclones just need to hang on. I mean, they got a 13-point lead. Morrilton 5-1 on the season. They could hand them their second loss. Going side to Myers as she worked to her left and hits a turnaround J, and she's got double figures now with 11 points.
That is a shot that when Myers shoots, it's very difficult.
Here's a steal by Howerton, a 2-on-1 back the other direction. Taking all the way with the left hand, no good. Rio with the rebound for Morrilton. And she's going to take it in the front court. Circle to the left wing and slows it up. Caitlin Williams open for 3. This one missed badly off the side of the iron. As soon as she shot it, you knew it was going sideways and goes out of bounds. It belonged to Russellville.
What I was going to say, that little turnaround jump shot by Myers, that's a very difficult shot to stop when she is on.
Lady Cyclones facing the Morrilton press. They get into the front court and then they lose the handle on it, but Davis picks it back up. Gets it to Z McAllister. She's open. Three-pointer. In and out. Ball tipped. Jackson has it. Reel down the floor. They're going to fling it to her. Z trailing the play. Z gets some contact and enough to not allow her to get the basket. Good job, Z McAllister. She picks up her 3rd personal foul, and that's going to send Kennedy Reel to the free throw line. Second time this quarter. She's 1 of 2 from the line.
That's an excellent foul by McAllister.
Yeah, don't give up the layup. The free throw is good. See some Morrilton students who have made their way here to Russellville, and there's a Russellville Cyclone sitting in the middle. I can't do that. They're sitting behind the glass there. Second free throws off the mark. Myers, we have her with 14 rebounds. She's got a double-double tonight. Lady Cyclones lead is 37-23. Myers uses a screen nicely, has the ball knocked away from her. Scramble for it. Morrilton comes up with it. Caitlin Williams in the front court. Gets in the corner. Here's a three-pointer on the way by Templeton. No good. Myers can't control the rebound. Morrilton does. That's the second time we've heard Coach White say just one dribble for Anna. Now we have a foul called. Going to shoot 2, and who is this one? This is on Z McAllister. That's number 4 on Z. With 6:04 left. I'm sorry, 6:09 left. Now you got to think about, do you pull Z out with 4 fouls, because you got a lot of game left. First free throw's no good by Caitlin Williams, and now Mary Kate Korsmeyer going to check in for Morrilton. We believe she had a bloody nose or something. She was nursing it with a towel, and Z McAllister does check out. As in for her will be Blakely Walker, who really needs to give the Lady Cyclones a good minutes here without Z. Second free throw's no good, but they get their own rebound. in the corner. The driving is real. Throws it inside. Shot missed. Templeton with the rebound goes back up and puts it through. Don't look now. Here come the Lady Devil Dogs. Lady Cyclones still lead us 12 in the back court. There's pressure, and a foul is going to be called on Templeton. This will be her second. And Coach White, I think, wants a timeout. Or no, they just want a sub. She said timeout, and then she changed her mind. She's going to bring in Hillian Vardaman for Anna Myers. Help work against the pressure a little bit. Maddie Howerton inbounds in the backcourt to Davis. Davis will bring it up the floor herself around the trap. Just be too fast for the trap. That'll work. Kara Davis drive, rolls off the iron. There's Ely putting it back up and in, and she draws the foul.
That's a great rebound by Ely. She had position. She had the defender blocked out and put it right back up with a very soft touch, and now has a chance to go for a three-point play.
That foul on Everett, her first, and Ely with 6 points. A free throw on the way from Michaela is good. Three-point play gives the Lady Cyclones a 15-point lead, 40-25. Now here in the front court is Caitlin Williams. Williams and gets it to Everett at the free throw line. Kordsmeyer's wide open from left side. Three-pointer won't go. Long rebound. Everett has it. Gets on the right side to Reels, just inside the three-point line. They'll swing it around. Kordsmeyer again a three. Again short. But this time Everett can't get the rebound.
Morrilton's 0 for 4 for 3 points in this fourth quarter, which is a good thing for Russellville. They're getting some open shots, just not knocking it down.
5:18 left to play in the ball game. Ely's going to bring it up the floor. Had some room. She's going to take it all the way, and let's see. They're going to call the travel. And Coach White's upset her team for not helping out there, and now she's talking to the official about it. She's talking about the walk. She didn't think it was a travel. Baseline jumper by Reel. No good. Backside rebound controlled by Ely. Pass is deflected, and now is a loose ball. Scramble for it. Still on the ground. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Russell's last touch by the Lady Devil Dogs.
And that was a good play by Ely not to go after that ball.
Remember, Z McAllister has 4 fouls, but she's going to check in here. And Anna Myers also going to be in. Vardaman and Walker will check out. Lady Cyclones having a little difficulty with the pressure in the backcourt. Anna Myers gets the inbounds pass back to Maddie Howerton. Maddie, little crossover dribble, splitting a double team, and gets in the front court. Has it knocked away from behind. It'll belong to Russellville in the front court on the baseline. So
you always say when somebody's coming up behind you, the other teammate should holler woof. I didn't hear any woof on that play.
Yeah, like a wolf is coming up behind you. Inbounds pass comes to Ely. She broke for the lane. Great pass from Z, and Ely gets the bucket. 9 points for Michaela. Give the assist to Z McAllister. Nearing the 4.5-minute mark. Lady Cyclones with a 17-point lead, 42-25. Here's a drive and a foul call on Howerton. Howerton was given ground, and she was trying to let her to. She didn't want the foul called on her. She's trying to give up as much ground as she could to Reel, because Reel was out of control. But she does pick up the foul. That's number 1 on Maddie, and first free throw is no good. It's 2 of 5 from free throw line for Kennedy Reel.
What you don't want to do is give up the three-point play on a foul. Do not let them make the basket.
Second free throw. Every time she's been the line, she's hit 1 of 2. 42-26, the Lady Cyclones lead is 16. 4:22 left to play here in the ball game. Z in the front court. They need to run some time. Kara Davis, though, going to pull the trigger on the 3. That's even better than running time off the clock. Second three-pointer from Kara. She's in double figures with 10 points. There's to talk about somebody out of control. Jackson missed the shot. And there is Maddie High with the rebound. Gives it off Kara Davis in the front court. Myers pulls up 10-footer, a little short. Rebound comes to Everett. Transition here for Morrilton. They're coming in. Caitlin Williams. Underneath shot blocked by Myers, and Ely with the rebound. Z McAllister will bring up the floor on the left side. The right wing is Maddie Howerton. They're going to go down low, but the pass was deflected out of bounds, and it was deflected. They said it's Russellville basketball. And the official right next to us said he didn't see it, but it got deflected out of bounds.
Yeah,
That was deflected.
that ball had a curve on it.
That was deflected out of bounds. But no, the official underneath called it out of bounds. He didn't see it. The official next to us said he didn't see it either.
I think the people watching us saw it.
Yeah, I don't blame the official underneath. He didn't know. He just saw the ball go out of bounds. There's a flash and a steal by Ely. One-on-one back the other direction. Has the trailer, Z. McAllister. She doesn't see her. Nice little move underneath and puts it up and in. Michaela Ely with 7 points this quarter. Almost an errant pass, but picked up by Paige Dunlap, seeing action for the first time. Lady Cyclones lead us 47-26 with 3 minutes left. 11 points for Michaela Ely, and here's a missed shot. Howerton with the rebound.
Another partial block by Myers. Great defense.
Faking the three is Walker. Gets it inside to Myers. Turnaround jumper won't go. Myers, though, fighting to get a steal. Puts it up and in. Myers with 13. And the Lady Cyclones, well, just putting a whooping on Morrilton right now. 49-26. It's a close game for a good long while. First half was only a 5-point lead for Russellville as Morrilton turns it over. Russellville led by 5 at the end of the first half, 20-15. They led by 14 at the end of the third quarter. And blowing it open here, leading by 23 points. Remember, Morrilton started the season with 5 straight victories, including beating Benton, Maumelle, Springdale Harbor, Providence Academy. They're 5-1 on the season, but about to be 5-2. Lady Cyclones about to pick up their second victory of the season. Anna Myers gets in the corner to Nika Boyce. Right back to Myers on the baseline. Nice little move underneath. Missed the shot. Trying to get her a rebound. She does. Turnaround jumper. Won't go. She's knocked to the floor. With the rebound is Templeton. Then we have a rebound in the back court. This will be on Myers. That's number 3 on her.
Anytime you reach around somebody from the backside, you're going to get a foul called on you. And it's best just to stay away from that if you can. But I think Myers was a little frustrated over missing 2 shots, and I thought maybe she could knock the ball loose.
I think she's also exhausted. She was asking to come out. She's coming over here. She's stretching her legs here a little bit. She hadn't sat down. She was exhausted or hurting her both. First free throw is good by Kennedy Reel. Now Paige Phillips, a 5'5 senior, comes in replacing Z. McAllister. Hillian Vardaman had checked in replacing Anna Myers. Russellville leading at 49-27. Led by as many as 23 in this game. Make it 21 right now as Reel hits both free throws. She got 5 points off from the free throw line all here in the fourth quarter. Blakely, crossover dribble on the right side, underhanded flip to Paige Phillips. Looking if she needs help, underhand flip to Blakely. Walker starting her drive. It's around a double team. Little scoop shot is no good. The rebound for Morrilton. They're going back the other direction. Reel in the lane and hits the shot. That's her first made basket of the game. She's got 7 points though. 50-27. A minute 30 left to play in the basketball game.
I think Coach White wants them to slow it down now. We're trying to rush and get a basket. We just need to slow it down, run some clock off.
Blakely Walker using a screen. They make the switch. Now we got a mismatch. Vardaman on the left elbow in the corner. Paige Phillips three-pointer, no good. They were trying to get Paige Phillips an open shot. They did. And now the ball taken away by Tanika Boyce. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by Morrilton. And now number 1, Kaylee Mitchell, 5'6" sophomore, checks in for Morrilton. Lady Cyclones lead at 50-29. The bounce pass comes to Ely. Fakes it to Boyce. Looking for help. Gets it near the top to Blakely Walker. And here's a double team and ends up in a steal. Paige Dunlap, and there's a foul called on Blakely Walker. That'll be her first. We're going to walk it to the other end for the 1-and-1. Kylie Calvin, a 5'8" junior, checks in for Morrilton. 55 seconds left to play in the basketball game. The Lady Cyclones are going to go to 2-1 on the season. So they won their last 2, beating Lone Oak by 20. Free throw is no good. Ely with the rebound. And Lady Cyclones throw it away in the back court. Shot lost out of bounds and last touched by who? Boy, I think that's supposed to be their ball, but they give it to us. We'll take it. Keziah Woods, a 5'7" junior, checks in for the first time. Ely will check out. Walker will check out. Who else is in for Russellville? Number 0, Sarah Velasquez, a 5'8" sophomore. Staying on the floor is Varneman and Boyce. Paige Phillips and Velasquez will bring it up the floor for Lady Cyclones. 44 seconds left. Russellville cruising to a victory here. Close game for the first half. Paige Phillips a little too far out. Won't shoot that one. She'll drive the left elbow. Picks up her dribble. Finding Varneman underneath. Shot up. No good. Rebound. And controlled. Lost and controlled again by Kennedy Reel. And Morrilton on the move. Long pass down the floor. Picked out of the air by Mitchell. In the corner. Here's a three-pointer. It hits the top of the backboard. Reel underneath. Follow won't go. Tipped around. And Paige Phillips with the rebound. Job, Paige. And she's looking. See Varneman, but a little too late. Makes a smart play by not throwing it down the floor. She uses screen as Morrilton makes the switch. A bounce pass to Velasquez here on the left wing. 2 seconds, 1 second. Velasquez. Shot is no good. We've come to the end of the basketball game. The Lady Cyclones win it by a score of 50-29. A big 21-point victory for Coach White and Russellville Lady Cyclones. Now let's see. Morrilton falls to 5-2 on the season. The Lady Cyclones improved to 2-1. Russellville's next ball game will be Monday at the Morrilton Classic as they take on Maumelle at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, good win for Russellville. They trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter, led by 5 at halftime, led by 14 at the end of the third quarter, and then win the game 50-29 by 21 points. We're making some final totals here. Only 5 people scoring for the Lady Cyclones in that game. That's kind of weird, and nobody in double figures for Morrilton. They were led by Kennedy Reel and Caitlin Williams, each with 7 points, and 7 points for Tamia Templeton. For the Lady Cyclones, Z. McAllister had 12 points, 11 points for Michaela Ely, Kara Davis with 10, but there was 4 people in double figures. The Lady Cyclones were led by Anna Myers, who had 13. Maddie Howerton added 3-pointers. Think about that. The starting 5 is the only people that scored for Russellville, but they played quite a few people, and 4 of the starting 5 hit double figures. Lady Cyclones winning it. Well, you got anything to add?
You had to be impressed with the Lady Cyclones, not only on defense, jumping in the passing lane and blocking out and getting defensive rebounds, but their shooting, their shot selection was good. They were 6 of 16 from 3 points. They just overall played a good defense, passing the ball around and hitting the open person underneath the basket. So did a good job and a good win for the Lady Cyclones.
We're not going to stop the stream here. We're going to go straight into the boys, so you don't have to switch and look for a different video. But yeah, the Lady Cyclones, look, Caitlin Williams had 7 points in the first half from Morrilton. She didn't score in the second half. Russell shut her down. Kennedy Reel, that also had 7 points. She scored all 7 in the fourth quarter, just in sort of some garbage time. Tamia Templeton, Lady Cyclones, held to 7 points. They just couldn't get anything going, just hit a couple threes, and Lady Cyclones imposed their will defensively in that game.
Just did a good job. When you have Myers and Ely in there together, Russellville has such a threat, not only on defense, but offense as well. But I'm impressed with Ely the last 2 games that I've watched her play before the holidays and after. She is more aware of her position as a defensive player, jumping into the passing lanes and keeping herself between the person she's guarding and the basket. She's doing a great job in the last 2 games.
We're going to pause here. We're going to keep the video going, but we're going to pause ourselves, take just a quick break, and make the transition over to senior boys. So you're watching and listening to Lady Cyclone basketball and Russell Cyclone basketball. Congratulations to the ladies again as they win at 50-29. Cyclone students are counting the number of misses. I'm putting a video on them because that's a lot more fun to watch. Welcome you back to Cyclone Arena. The Lady Cyclones are just winning over Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs 50-21. Watching Morrilton warm up with the Cyclone student section, counting the number of misses, and it's 1, 2, 3 as it continues on. Cyclones anxious to get back in action. They lost their last 2 games. They lost to Lake Hamilton in the host team of the Lake Hamilton Classic. And then they lost last week before Thanksgiving, the Tuesday before, or Monday before Thanksgiving, or Monday week of Thanksgiving. Not too many times where you score 68 points and lose, but that's what they did at Lonoc, because Lonoc was absolutely on fire. I think making 12 or 13 threes in that game. Russellville unable to win, so it's been a long layoff. And the Cyclones anxious to get back out on the floor, but they haven't had a chance because of Thanksgiving break and then sitting all this week just preparing and getting ready for this game. The Cyclones 1-2 on the season. They're under the direction of first-year head coach Kyle Pennington, who was assistant at Springdale Harbor last year. Second season for Shelby Lewis, the assistant coach. Excuse me, there's a throat problems there. Russellville starting lineup is going to look like this. 5'10" junior Spencer Terry, 6'2" senior Bowen Mathis, Ryan Sikowski, 6'4" junior, gets a start wearing number 12. Number 21, Trey Allen, the 6-foot sophomore, making his first appearance at Cyclone Arena. And then Bryson Korchmeyer, the 6'2" senior. For Morrilton, they will start off with a 6'5" freshman. That's right, freshman. Number 1, Joseph Pinion. 5'11" senior, number 2, Jansen Bell. Xavier Wright, he's a 6'1" senior. Number 21, Kevon Moore, he's a 5'11" sophomore. And Terry Franklin, number 23, 6'1" senior. The Morrilton Devil Dogs, they also have 1 win on the season. They've lost 3. They beat Sacred Heart 74-44. And then they lost to Cabot, lost to Maumelle, and lost to Benton. Their victory, though, was their last game, and that was on November the 20th. They lost to Cabot big time. Russellville will actually host Cabot here in a couple weeks, boys and girls. They lost 68-36 to Cabot. They lost to Maumelle 82-63. Lost to a pretty good Benton team, only by 13, 69-56. We're going to pause here as we have the national anthem. National anthem they just did with the pep band here at Russellville. Both teams going to get introduced. When Russellville gets introduced, we're going to have they'll turn out the lights in here. We mentioned that their last game was the 20th. They won that one. Kind of easier to have a break then. I think look at the 6'5" freshman they got, Joseph Pinion. Did not play in their 9th grade game last night. He's stepping up and playing. Pinion, Bell, Wright, Moore, and Franklin starting for Morrilton. For Russellville, Spencer Terry getting his first start as a Russellville Cyclone. Bowen Mathis, Ryan Sikowski, Trey Allen, Bryson Kordsmeyer. Morrilton under the direction of Keith Zachary. He's been there for a few years. He came to Morrilton via Pine Bluff Dollarway. I'm sorry, not Dollarway, Camden Fairview, because he would bring teams from Camden Fairview for the Cyclone Classic. And they got a pretty good little video montage here. Started off with Corliss Williamson. That's always good. Russellville, of course, winning the state basketball title back when it was 4A under Marty Barnes, showing some pictures of that. And they had players by the name of Carter, Hottinger, players like that. Great Townsend there. Some of these I reckon. There's Maxie Mathis, and there's his son Bo Mathis. Todd Carter, Tim Carter. There's current player Nicholas Carter, Johnny Booker, who's still nursing a hand. There's Marcus Thompson. Oh, he's going too fast now. I can't name him. Some Pillow. I see Hendren up there. So a lot of history here. They're trying to connect that history back from Cyclone Gym to the new Cyclone Arena. And then back to center court. That's pretty neat. That's my first chance to see that.
Junior, number 3, Spencer Terry. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 21, Trey Allen.
Trey Allen, super sophomore.
6'2" senior, number 10, Bo Mathis. And forward, a 6'2" senior, number 22, Bryson Kordsmeyer. And a forward, a 6'4" junior, number 12, Ryan Sikowski. The Cyclones are coached by Kyle.
Well, Sikowski's one, too, that if you watched him last year and watched him this year, it's almost like a different player. He's really been working on his footwork, and you can really tell because he's done a good job in all 3 games for the Cyclones. I mentioned the Cyclones lost to Lone Oak. I mean, look, they scored 68 points. The other team was just on fire in that game. They were led by Cade Schaefer. Not starting tonight. He's got 18 points in that game. Bo Mathis had 17. Is this the basketball? No, here's another basketball. Okay, we got one rolled over to me, and I didn't know if I needed to shoot it or what. So we're going to put it underneath the bench here. We're ready for action.
Man, you should have put it up.
Well, look, the official already had one in his hand. So if you're watching and noticed that he looked over at us, that was what it was for. As we start, Russell had it, and a jump ball going to be called. You got to be kidding me. All right.
No, I meant you should have shot it at the basket.
Yeah. Jump ball, so to go over to Morrilton. And the Devil Dogs get in the corner to Pinion. He'll work his way in the lane. A little double clutch shot. Missed that one badly, but battling for the rebound. Trey Allen, nice job to save it in bounds. He gets it back, and he'll bring it up the floor. Boy, he's fast. He gives it for Kordsmeyer. Won't pull the trigger just yet, and he's going to be fouled by number 5, Xavier Wright.
Good move by Kordsmeyer to get the defender up in the air.
Russell will inbound it in the front court right next to the Morrilton bench. Allen, a little drive, a little left-handed shot, and they wave it off. Said it was a charge. That's number 1 on Trey Allen.
All I can say is call it at both ends, and I'll be happy.
You know, Pennington has something to say to the official, but he's not talking to the official that made the call. I don't know if that official
Now
said,
he
don't
is.
talk to me, or if he was defending the call. Pull the trigger, Pinion, 3-pointer's good. And they lead at 3-0. Trey Allen work his way to the front court. Nice acting job, but not enough to get the call. But Allen missed the layup anyway. Morrilton going back the other direction will slow it up. Pinion calling for it at the top of the key. They don't get it to him. Xavier Wright taking it himself, missed the layup. There's Sikowski with the rebound. And Trey Allen brings it up the floor for the Cyclones. The pass ahead. Mathis open. Three-pointer. Won't get the bounce. Tipped around a couple times. Last touched by who? Morrilton will belong to Russellville. Boy, very fast to start the game. Very fast pace. Morrilton leading at 3-0. Inbounds pass, Kordsmeyer. And Sikowski missed the turnaround J. But hey, we'll take that open shot because those are going to fall. It's a deflected pass, and Spencer Terry picks it up ahead to Sikowski, and a lot of contact there. He goes to a knee to save possession. They let it go. Russellville played through it nicely to keep possession of it. There's a drive by Allen. Layup good. Trey Allen. It's the Cyclones on the board.
You can tell there's the quickness of Allen and the speed. There's not a Morrilton player that can stay with him.
There's a standing student section on that far side. This is what we want to see. It's a great atmosphere, and now there's a three-pointer knocked down, but they're going to say before the shot. It's going to be a foul on number 21, Trey Allen. That's his second. He knows he's going to have to come out of the game, and he's upset about it. I would be too. Number 5, Cade Schaefer, 6-foot junior, will check in for Russellville. Boy, and you don't know how long you're going to be without Trey Allen. And that's rough to pick up second foul here with 5:46 left to play in the first. Not even 3 minutes into this game. There's a three-pointer by Pinion. This one rolls in. Well, there's a reason why you bring up a freshman, because he can shoot like that. He's got 2 3-pointers, and they lead at 6-2. Terry feeds it to Schaefer in the corner. Won't shoot the three. Drives. Here's Kordsmeyer down the right side of the lane, and good grief. Makes the shot. They're calling that a charge, and that's ridiculous. That was a lot of acting right there. I mean, even our PA guy was shaking his head on that. That was.
Well, the guy needs to get an Academy Award for that acting on that one.
Yeah.
He had the official even fooled.
That was awful. At the top of the key is Jansen Bell backing it back out. And now a legal screen, and that's a makeup call, folks, because there wasn't any contact on that. There was not any contact. And poor number 21, Kevon Moore, I agree with him. That's a makeup call because there was no contact. That was not an illegal screen. Russell went around it. So I'd rather have it no calls either way because Russell actually lost a basket on that. But and players will start getting frustrated to get that. And then we have an illegal screen called on Russellville. He says 32, but Bronson Smith's not on it. Now he says 12. It's Ryan Sikowski. The official said number 32, Bronson Smith. He's not in the game. So let's see, they got to be 22 or 12, and it is on Sikowski. That's his first. Joseph Pinion leaves it up top for Bell. And now Bell misses a wild three, and we have an illegal screen called on number 23.
My goodness.
Terry Franklin. Well, the officials maybe send a message saying, hey, we're not going to allow you guys to set screens. Not going to allow you to, no, I shouldn't say set screens, set illegal screens. We're going to let you move, so you better be set. 6-2 our score after all that. Apologize not giving you the score enough. We've been trying to mark down all these fouls. Terry in the corner. Schaefer. Start his move, backs it back out. Kordsmeyer behind the three-point line. I guess here's Mathis, his drive, and now a whistle and a foul is going to be on Joseph Pinion. He grabbed Mathis's arm just enough to slow him up. They'll usually let you do that unless you impede, and that's what happened there. So Pinion's first foul is the 14th foul in Morrilton. Both teams committing 4 fouls each. Inbounds pass is going to be intercepted by the Devil Dogs. Going the other direction, 2-on-2, as trailing the play with Spencer Terry getting the steal. Good job, Spencer. Mathis faking the three. Cade Schaefer, he'll pull the trigger. Nothing but net for Cade Schaefer. Hitting the three. And he pulls the Cyclones to within 1. On the right side is Xavier Wright. He leaves it for Bell. They've allowed Bell to do what he wants to at the top of the key. They're just daring him to shoot the three. Set the pick, double team, somebody's open. It's Franklin. Franklin's three-pointer in and out. Smith, one hands the rebound, spinning around. Ball taken away by Schaefer, but good defense by Spencer Terry to cause it. Schaefer hits the layup going coast to coast. He's got 5, and Russellville has a 1-point lead.
When Allen's not in there, Schaefer is the man with the quickness and the speed equal to Allen.
Joseph Pinion, who lost that last one, but hit a couple threes, gave it up. Bell working his way, pulls up from 15, no good. And there's Sikowski with the rebound, underhanded flip. And Kordsmeyer didn't see it, but Bryson got it just in time before Xavier Wright picked it up. Russellville leading 7-6, a furious pace and a great game. And as a push-off foul is going to be called. And I'm telling you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Morrilton has been coached, and they're very good at making it look like more contact than it is.
Well, and a lot of coaches would do that. You saw a lot of that back in the 60s. When I played, there was one team from Pope County. I won't name the name, but they had a lot of actors on that team.
Well, they are flailing, even on their shots if you watch. They're going up, shooting, and just flailing at times. Here's a drive to the basket made by Kevon Moore, and they take back the lead as they lead 8-7. Spencer Terry left open, three-pointer, good! Terry takes back the lead for the Cyclones as Russellville leads at 10-8. Bell leaving it now for Moore. He'll give it up to number 5, Xavier Wright, picked up by Bowen Mathis. Starts his drive, step back, 18-footer, clanks off the iron. The ball tipped around a couple times. Morrilton put back is good, and we're all tied. Charles Toney, and Coach Pennington wanted over the back. We kind of agreed with him on that. We're shaking our head. Yeah, they're allowing some stuff underneath to go, but out on the wing, they're not allowing much contact at all. So inside, it's pretty tight. Here's a pass inside. It's going to be deflected, and they're going to say Morrilton basketball. Checking in for the Cyclones, Levron May, number 1, will check in, the 5'10 sophomore. 1:55 left to play here in the first quarter, and we're all tied at 10.
You like the Cyclone alley over there with all their red towels waving.
Yeah, they were given that the rally towels tonight. Had to show up to get it. $1 entry, a three-pointer missed, and there's Red Atkins, who's into the game to get the rebound. In the corner, Mathis open, three-pointer, won't go. Cade Schaefer battling for rebound and battling still, and it's going to be lost out of bounds. Last touch by number 2, Jansen Bell. Cade Schaefer going to inbound it on the right side. After the inbounds pass, catches it, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, long rebound, comes to Xavier Wright, has it taken away, and now let's see, a jump ball is going to be called.
Jump ball, possession stays.
And they'll stay with the Russellville Cyclones. Good hustle there by Cade going down there. Official stepped in like there was being words, but Cade and the Devil Dog was kind of joking around. Russellville inbounded in the backcourt. They weren't ready for it. Cade had to retreat, get it in the backcourt. Russellville and Morrilton tied at 10 with 1:15. What's been one of the most entertaining first quarters we've seen in a while. Entertaining quarters, and not just first quarter. Terry Mathis faking the three. Back to Spencer in the corner. LeBron May dumps it down low to Atkins, attacking the basket. Has a shot blocked. He goes to the floor.
Oh.
No call. Official said it was straight up and going back the other direction. Here's a layup made by number 15, Charles Toney. He's got 4 points, and Morrilton with the lead back. Here's Atkins. Is it to May? In the corner now. Or out on the right wing. Back up top to Mathis, three-pointer. No good. With the rebound is Jansen Bell. Here comes Morrilton with 36 seconds left. They lead it by 2.
Looks like he double dribbled there, touched it with both hands at the same time.
They'll slow it up just long enough to say we're going to play for one shot. They're going to run a play here. Looks like they're going to run a play. Opinion has it. He shoots it from way out and airballs it. And that's what I mean. He went down like there was contact. They've been doing that, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's a smart play. Trey Allen's going to come in here with 2 fouls. Obviously running a play for him. Levron May will check out. And with 19.2 seconds left, we'll see what Coach Pennington has up his sleeve here. Inbounds pass comes to Okay, and so he got to go. He got 12 as he crosses the timeline to Trey Allen. Fake the handoff. Couple handoffs. Turns up top. It's 5 seconds. He takes it all the way. Layup good. Trey Allen with 4 with 1 second. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with our score. Russellville 12 and Morrilton 12. Well, Coach Pennington knew what he was doing there when he put Trey Allen back in with 2 fouls. You know, so he's probably not going to get the foul here. So we're going to put him in to run this play, and he took it at the top of the key, couple fake handoffs, turned, and they weren't ready for him as the lane was wide open.
The quickness of Allen and the speed of Allen is something to see. There's not a Morrilton, as I said earlier, there's not a Morrilton player that can stay with him. He's just got to stay out of foul trouble to really help the Cyclones.
Sorry about the brief delay there. My voice is about losing it. Got to talk. We've got 3 more quarters to go.
This is quite an atmosphere. I was going to say, this is quite an atmosphere tonight here at Cyclone Arena with the band, with all the students that are out, and the parents, the fans. Everybody's in red. But I love those red towels. It kind of reminds me, if they were gold or yellow in color, I would think I was in Pittsburgh.
Cade Schaefer's just gone back to the training room with bloody nose or bloody lip, and Coach Pennington talking to the official about it. I don't know if he was talking to him saying, hey, this guy got hit, but I think he may be saying we may be changing jerseys, so we'll wait and see if he comes back out what the deal is on that. What I was going to say is Cade Schaefer leading with 5 points, Trey Allen with 4, Spencer Terry with 3 in that first quarter as we're tied at 12. Morrilton led by Joseph Pinion, number 1, the freshman. He's got the ball now with 2 threes. He actually scored their first 2 buckets of the game. Here's a 3-pointer on the way, no good. Pinion trying to get the rebound. It's tipped by Atkins beautifully to Terry. Trey Allen starting the second quarter. Got to be careful. Gives it off now to Atkins. Atkins misses the shot. Morrilton with the rebound. It's Mathis, Atkins, Allen, Terry, and Kordsmeyer. And again, Allen with 2 fouls. Got to be very careful. Sikowski will check in at the next dead ball. Here's nice interior passing. Black misses the shot, though, and Bryson with the rebound. He'll give it off to Trey Allen, and Allen will bring it up the court across the timeline on the right side. 12-12 our score, and now trying to fight around the defense. They're going to pick up a foul on Terry Franklin. That'll be number 2 on him, and Sikowski will replace Atkins. And Trey Allen was over here lobbying for what play to run, I believe. They're going to inbound it on the side, though. Kordsmeyer gets it inbounds to Allen. He'll set pick up a screen from Mathis, taking it left side, layup. A little short on that. Pinion with a rebound. And here comes Pinion in the front court. Gives it up. 3-pointer in the corner. Black won't go. Rebound tipped and controlled by Spencer Terry and the Cyclones. We'll keep you up to date on Cade Schaefer when we see him come back. Let's see what's going on with him. As he went to the training room, holding his face, he figures like a bloody nose or bloody lip. Here's Kordsmeyer, and he's going to be whistling for the charge. Bryson Kordsmeyer's picked up his 2nd personal foul. That was legit. The first one wasn't, but that one was. That's the 16th foul on the Cyclones and number 2 on him. 6:46 left to play here in the first half, and we're all tied at 12. Boy, just non-stop action here. They're not conference opponents, but they don't play very much. But these 2 teams tend to not like each other. Usually close teams don't like each other. On the court, don't seem to. Here's Bell. Here's a drive, too hard off the backboard. And Sikowski with the rebound. Clearing it out and getting it out eventually to Allen in the corner. Here's a 3-pointer block. Terry gets his own rebound, leaves it for Kordsmeyer, faking the 3. He'll drive in a lane, pump fake a couple times out. Spencer spots it up, 3-pointer, off the mark. He's going to try to chase down his rebound, and let's see. It's off Russellville to belong to Morrilton in the corner.
Well, you could tell where when Spencer Terry shot that, he was moving a little bit to his right, and that's what threw the ball off. He was right in front of us. Got to go straight up on that shot.
12-12 our score. Nobody has scored here in these 2 minutes of this second quarter. Here's a pull-up jumper, 15-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Sikowski just the stronger man, and then a whistle and a foul. Number 21, Kevon Moore, is trying to act like he got elbowed. Maybe he did. I mean, I don't trust Morrilton anymore the way they can act like that.
Well, if you're going to be an actor, be good at it.
Well, hey, I'm not saying it's bad. If you can get the calls, do it, absolutely, because if you're not doing it, you're not trying. But I'm just saying I'm not going to trust anything they do.
But you got to make it believable.
There's Grant Smith checking into the game, and he breaks the tie, the first basket of the second quarter.
Rhino fed him perfectly for that layup.
Grant Smith, and let's see. I missed it. The official was in my way. I didn't see what happened.
Well, it was a three-point shot by number 2, Bell for Morrilton, and it went out of bounds.
Spencer Terry in the front court. Gets it off to Allen. Fakes the handoff a couple times. This is what they ended with in the first quarter. Little scoop shot, missed the layup. Follow, no good. Battle for it. Trey Allen comes down with it. Pump fake. He's in amongst the trees, and he feeds it out. Can Kortsmeyer chase it down? He does before it crosses half court. Double team. Gets it back out to Allen. Allen's drive, and layup good. Jamal Black was trying to take the charge, but if they would have had contact, it would have been a block because he had leaned in. And Cade Schaefer, who had a bloody nose, is back. He's got cotton in his right nostril. Lets you know how tough he is. He's back ready to go in. He's going to check in at the next dead ball. Russellville leads by 4, 16-12. Wright gets it off three-pointer on the way. It's an air ball. And now Cade Schaefer, cotton in his nostril and all, will check in.
Then they've missed 7 in a row. I hope it keeps going.
And now Pennington has said something to the official, and the official calling over another official, so I don't know what the thing is going to talk about. And they're talking about there's blood on Cade Schaefer's uniform, a little bit of blood, and they don't know if they're going to you can change to a different number and that be allowed, okay? The official said there was blood, and so they may not have another white jersey. So if you come in with a different number for the first time, and it's a technical foul, but it's not a technical foul here, so that's what they're going to do. So Trey Allen has to come in. I think Trey Allen's the one that sat down. I'm not sure who sat down, but they're back in, and Cade Schaefer has to go back, this time to the locker room, not the training room, to get a different number jersey. Allen faking the three. He'll drive inside, and now a blocking foul is going to be called. And Trey Allen put his hands together. He said, thank you, because he did not want that cheap foul called. And that's the first foul on Jansen Bell, but the 17th foul. So Allen will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Free throw is good, so he earns a bonus. Trey Allen got 7 points. This is Russell's first free throw.
You know, with a game like this, the free throws are going to become so important as this game goes on, especially in the second half.
Second free throw is good. Cade Schaefer is back at the bench. He'll be wearing number 11. And again, you can make that change in the book if it's because of blood or ripped jersey and it not be a technical foul. There's somebody just bumped the scores table, so that's why the bump camera. There's a missed shot and a tip in. I don't know if you give it to Xavier Wright, but they give it to Jansen Bell. That stops Russell's 6-0 run. Back the other direction. Missed layup, tipped up, no good. Sikowski with the follow. Ryan Sikowski gets his first bucket. Russell back up by 6, 20-14. Back the other direction. Hardiman, who checked in, gives it off to Joseph Pinion. Pinion hit the first 2 shots of this game on 2 threes. He hasn't scored since. He's trying to shake Terry. Gets to the free throw line, dumps it off on the right side to Bell. Pull-up jumper from 18, no good. Allen with the rebound, playing excellent with 2 fouls. He gets in the front court. He's being chased, pulled up from 15 feet. Bounce pass down low. Grant Smith can't get it to go, but a foul call. If that would have gone, it would have been a 3-point play. This one's going to go on number 21, Kevon Moore. And that's number 2 on him, and the 8th team foul. We're in the 1 and 1, but it was a shooting foul anyway. Grant Smith going to shoot 2 here. First free throw is good, and now Cade Schaefer checks in with number 11 instead of 5. He had blood on his uniform, so that's why the switch. Second free throw by Grant, and he stepped across the line before it hit the rim. If you're the shooter, you have to wait for it to get in that rim area before you can step across. He knew he had missed it, even though it wasn't by much. It hit the back of the iron. So Russellville leading at 21-14. Rolling ball, so we haven't started the clock yet. I don't know why you do this with 3:12 left. Usually do that when the final seconds. Really doesn't matter here. Could matter later, though. Jansen Bell gets it on the left side now to Xavier Wright. Back to Bell at the top. 3 minutes left. Bell starting his drive, dumps into the corner. Here's a three-point by Hardiman. This one a brick. Rebound tipped around a couple times. And, boy, hang on a second, because I thought Trey Allen and I were going to get reacquainted. You know, I taught him in 8th grade. I didn't want to see him that way. I didn't want him crashing into me because he's a lot stronger than me now.
Very thankful for the assistant coach.
Yeah. Shelby Lewis catching him. That's why I stopped talking. I just saw big 21 coming this direction. He's got a lot more muscles now than he did in 8th grade.
He wasn't slowing up either.
No, he wasn't. Oh, and he's going for that ball. You know, it really didn't bother me is my iPad. I didn't want my iPad getting hit.
Oh, you didn't care about us sitting here?
Yeah, well, you know, wounds heal. iPad's got to be rebought. Inbounds pass comes to number 11, Darius Allison, 5'9" sophomore in the game. Gives it right back to Bell, who was the trigger man on that. There's Pinion backing his way in. Turnaround jumper, pump fake, 15-footer. Again, falling down, but no contact. Trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. And missed the shot. Short on the shot. Russell with a 7-point lead. Allen on the left wing. 2:30 left to play. Spin move in the lane. Double clutch shot. This one rolls off the iron. Follows, putting it up and in, but what? We're going to wave it off. White 20. Okay, they're going to give it to Grant Smith on the clear out. I'm trying to figure out what Trey Allen did, but the foul was on Grant Smith. And so we'll walk it to the other end. 2:26 left. Russellville leading at 21-14. 2:26 left to play in the first half. This will be number 4, Byron Hardiman. First free throw is good, so he earns the bonus. Oh, wait, you can see Coach Pennington talking to the official. That is the official who made the call. I was worried he was calling it on Allen, so I guess I'm glad that wasn't his third. Inbounds pass comes to Allen, now to Mathis across the timeline. Allen has it, 2:20 left. Russellville leads at 21-16. They're going to go inside to Grant Smith. Atkins back in the game, catches on the left elbow, back out to number 11 now, Cade Schaefer. His drive to the basket, off the glass a little too hard. Grant Smith with the foul, and he's going to be fouled. Good job, Grant Smith battling. The 6'4" junior's going to the free throw line.
You like the way Grant Smith is going after that. He's going after the rebounds. I mean, he's blocking out the Morrilton players and doing a great job.
Yeah, remember, he hadn't played much this year because he was on the football team. He's getting into basketball shape as he hits his first of 2. He's got 4 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 22-16, Russellville leads it by 6. Their largest lead has been 7. Second free throw, he matches it. It's a 7-point lead once again for Russellville. 23-16 with 2:08 left. Closing out the second quarter. Grant almost with a steal there. Right, close dribble, and Grant playing defense, getting some charge from the bench and from the student section. And let's see, three-pointer missed. And again, they anytime they shoot the 3, they fall down trying to draw contact or the illusion of contact. And because of it being called this time, there's 3 free throws.
Well, that's Grant's second foul, and not really a good foul. He jumped, instead of jumping straight up, he jumped into the player.
First free throw, no good. Let's see, student section here, a lot of football players, baseball players over there, soccer. Second free throw is good. 1 of 2.
We've got some softball players here.
Yeah. Baseball and soccer, boys soccer, having tryouts this week, concluding. It's 1 of 2, does Xavier Wright. And 1 of 3. And Atkins there with the rebound. Gives it off ahead this time to Cade Schaefer. Boy, it's got to be hard to play with cotton up your nose. That's what he's having to do. Three-pointer and saved in bounds off the air ball. Allen, quick pass to Smith. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. There's Cade Schaefer. Underhanded dump underneath to Smith, and he's hammered, and he's going to go shoot two once again. Grant Smith doing the dirty work under there, getting rebounds, keeping the possession alive, and that foul's going to be on Byron Hardiman. That's his first, the 10th team foul on Morrilton. It was a shooting foul anyway. But for the final 93 seconds, everything going to be two shots for Russellville as Grant hit the first of two.
Well, with Grant in there, it gives Rhino and Kortzemeyer some resting time, which they really need.
Second free throw is good. He's hit 4 in a row, 7 points, all in this quarter. And Russellville with a 25-17 lead, their largest lead of the game. Minute and a half left in the first half. Pinion catches it, misses badly. Atkins there with the rebound, gives it off to Schaefer. Schaefer in the front court, driving back towards the middle, and it's going to be a reach and foul. Number 11, Darius Allison. And now technical fouls being called either on Allison or Xavier Wright. I'm not sure who. We're going to wait and see. Number 11 got the foul, and number 5, I think, got the technical. On number 11. No, they're both on number 11. It counts as a personal foul, so he just picked up 2 fouls. Now, we'll shoot them in succession that they happen. So Cade Schaefer going to shoot the 2 free throws, and now Coach Pennington can pick from anybody on the floor to shoot the technical. So the first one is good. And now, get this, Russellville's going to get 4 free throws, and they're going to get the basketball. The lefty doesn't get the bounce on this one, and looks like he's going to stay up there, and Pennington says, yeah, I want him to shoot the technical. So he goes 1 of 2 on the regular free throws. He gets 2 technical fouls, free throws, I should say. First one's good. Russellville now leads 27-17. And to get it that quick, Allison must have just said the wrong thing. And that one's good. So Cade Schaefer hits 3 of the 4 free throws, and the Cyclones get the ball. That's big, because otherwise it's just a 2-shot foul, and you're lining up to see who gets the rebound.
Yeah, with 1:17 left.
Russellville, their largest lead of the game, 28-17. Schaefer gets it to Allen. I've seen this play a couple times. Both have been Trey Allen, and now traveling is going to be called. I'd rather that than the foul. He must have switched his pivot foot. So on that possession, Russellville gets 3 points. Could have been worse for Morrilton, but we'll take the 3 points. Russellville leading 28-17, 1:04 left to play in the first half. Opinion way out of Thompson.
Walk. Got by with the walk.
He gets it now to Wright. Back to Pinion. Started baseline. Back towards the middle. Double pump shot. An air ball. Schaefer there with the rebound. Cade gives it off to Allen. Allen. Little contact, no call. Leaves it for Cade. Faking the 3. Steps to the side. A bounce pass going to the basket is Allen. Off the glass and in. What a pass from Cade Schaefer. And Allen finishes there, and Allen's got 10 points for Russellville. Cyclones lead it by 13. Traveling is going to be the call right in front of the Cyclone Crazies on that far side. And they're celebrating, like taking credit for it, and they should. Sikowski and Terry going to check in, replacing Trey Allen and Red Atkins. What a job by Trey Allen. Didn't want to say anything, but he's been playing with 2 fouls since early in the first quarter and didn't pick up his 3rd, and still being aggressive.
Still aggressive and smart for the coach to take him out with 24 seconds to go.
Terry gives it off to Mathis, faking a 3 now to Cade Schaefer. 12 seconds left. You can see the clock right above the scoreboard. It's at 9, 8, 7. Cade Schaefer on the right wing. He starts his drive, step back. Now here's Mathis going to shoot the 3, and this one no good. Off the rebound, goes out of bounds, and we've come to the end of the first half. With our score, Russellville 30 and Morrilton 17. Great job by the Cyclones. It was back and forth early, and then Russellville took control, taking a 21-14 lead. And not stopping. 13 points for the Russellville lead there. And we're going to pause just here quickly to total some things for you. We're at halftime. It's Cyclones 30, Morrilton 17.
Let's welcome our Cyclone dance team back to the court here at Cyclone Arena.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The Cyclones will lead at 30-17. And what do you think of the first half?
Well, just a great aggressiveness by the Russellville Cyclones, showing their speed and quickness. Russellville is 2 of 10 from three-point line. Bowen Mathis, he shot 5 of them, hadn't made one yet. We need to get him involved in the scoring. We're 10 of 12 from free throws. That's been a key for us. But the one that stands out is Grant Smith. He's been very aggressive. He's taken over the boards underneath that offensive board. He's just been doing a great job. Morrilton, they made their first 2 threes. Then they went 0 for 9. So they're 2 of 11. And it's just been great defense by the Russellville Cyclones.
Well, and you figure the way it started with those 2 threes, Joseph Pinion, the freshman from Morrilton, hitting a back-to-back threes. And I thought, oh, man, what have we gotten ourselves into? But, yeah, like you said, they haven't hit. And, in fact, in that second quarter, think about this, the second quarter, Morrilton only hit 1 field goal. They had 1 field goal, and they were 3 of 5 from the free throw line. That was it. I mean, that's what helped Russellville build up that lead. Now, Russellville, they spent a lot of time at the free throw line just in that second quarter. Neither team had the free throws in that first quarter, but Russellville with 4 baskets, and Grant Smith, all of his 7 points coming in the second quarter. Cade Schaefer had 8 points. Of course, he had to take out some time because of a bloody nose. Came back in with a different uniform because he had blood on that one. He has 8 points. 3 points for Spencer Terry, hitting a 3 in the first quarter. Ryan Sikowski with 2 points. But Trey Allen picking up 2 fouls within the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. Came out for a little bit, had to come back in, started pressing the action, did not commit his 3rd personal foul the rest of the half, and he finished the first half in double digits with 10 points. So good job by Trey Allen because he stayed aggressive, and that's really tough to do. I wouldn't fault him for not being aggressive. It's tough to stay aggressive when you got to worry about the fouls, especially how tight it was being called in that first 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, and you're talking about how it seemed like the Russellville Cyclones just has so much energy going up and down the court. But I want to tell you where some of this energy is coming from is from the student body that's over there cheering them on, and the parents and the fans cheering them on. It, again, I can't emphasize enough, just a great atmosphere here at Cyclone Arena tonight. And if it's like this every night, you're going to see some successful basketball games put out by this Russellville Cyclone team.
The Cyclones are rewarding their fans for showing up. The girls were winners earlier tonight. They trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter, led by 5 at halftime, and really opened it up in the third quarter, leading by 14 at the end of 3, winning the game by 21 points. And in the fourth quarter, it wasn't that close, but the Lady Cyclones winning 50-29. 4 players in double figures in that game. Anna Myers leading the way with 13. Z McAllister with 12. With 11 points, Michaela Ely, and 10 points, Kara Davis. The starting 5, the only players scoring for the Lady Cyclones, is Maddie Howerton also hit a 3 in that first half. Next week, the Russellville Cyclones and Lady Cyclones go their different directions. The Lady Cyclones will travel to Morrilton to take part of the Morrilton 11th Annual Morrilton Classic. They take on Maumelle at 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. And I tell you what, we're going to pause here because Barton Allen's about to shoot a half-court shot. I want to get this. Barton Allen, of course, works at the bank, and he's also a former Arkansas Tech Wonder Boy. So I don't know how legal this is going to be because, of course, he's a big guy, so I don't know if he shot many half-court shots. He's asking, do I get one attempt? And, yeah, that's it. You get one. Oh, not quite. His son won a state championship in baseball at Sheridan, transferring to Sheridan, pitching for Sheridan Yellow Jackets a couple years ago. But the Lady Cyclone's going to play Maumelle Monday at 4 o'clock. We will not have that for you here on Cyclone Booth. We will not have that live stream, so sorry about that. As far as the boys, they will host the Cyclone Classic next week. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The first day of games has 4 games for you on Wednesday, 4 games on Thursday, and 3 on Friday. For Wednesday's schedule looks like this. So next Wednesday here at Cyclone at 4 o'clock, we'll see Subiaco against Bentonville West at 5:30. Van Buren against Arkadelphia. Sylvan Hills taking on Greenwood at 7. And then the 8:30 game, the nightcap, the Russellville Cyclones taking on Shiloh. Now, win or lose, Russellville will play the winner-loser of the Van Buren-Arkadelphia game. If Russellville wins, they'll play at 8:30 on Thursday. And if they lose, they'll play at 5:30 on Thursday. As we said, 3 games on Friday, and the championship game Friday is at 7 o'clock. Stacy Burnett, Brady Burnett's mom, she teaches. She's actually a pretty good ball player herself. I think she went to Sacred Heart, and she just, I don't know if she just hit a free throw, a three-pointer, or what. And now she's going to shoot a half-court shot, so I don't know. Not quit. Well, that's not fair. They said free Firehouse Subs for a year. Her husband owns Firehouse Subs, so so I don't.
You think she missed that on purpose?
Well, she might not have had anything to play for. So, but anyway, we will have that for you on Wednesday night as the Cyclones taking on Shiloh 8:30. Now, look, there's 3 games before them, so we may be a little late, but we'll have that here on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate you joining us here. We're trying to get as many subscribers as we can. We switched from Facebook over to YouTube because we feel like the video is a little cleaner. And we're trying to show people, hey, look, there's a market for this, so we can get this on the radio a little bit. And so we appreciate you. If you want to create an account, YouTube account, it's free. It's not going to charge you anything. But either way, make a comment on here. Make a comment on Cyclone Booth. Let us know you're watching because we want to try to tally how many people that we have watching our live stream. So appreciate you joining us tonight. Russellville leading at halftime 30-17. Both teams back out at their benches, but nobody on the floor. We still got 2 minutes and 40 seconds before we start the third quarter, so they can take some warm-up shots if they so choose. But once again, recapping the score, 10 points for Trey Allen, 8 for Cade Schaefer, 7 for Grant Smith, 3 points for Spencer Terry, and 2 points for Ryan Sikowski. Morrilton was led by Joseph Pinion, who had 6 points, first 6 points of the game. 4 points for Charles Toney, and then 2 points for Jansen Bill, Byron Hardiman, and Kevon Moore. 1 point for Xavier Wright.
Russellville has broke their huddle with a coach. They're walking out on the court, but you got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Well,
Troy Norton stopped it. So
he stopped it, though.
Yeah, he does that from time to time. So,
but no officials.
Yeah, we're waiting on the officials. You know, the new Cyclone Arena here, it's really neat. Inside the locker room, they actually have a clock that's wired to the clock out here. So you don't have to send somebody out and say how much time we have left. And so you have clocks inside there. So they're probably wondering, hey, what happened? That just showed 2:11, and now it shows 8, and we're late coming out. So it'll be Cyclone basketball as we'll switch sides. So they'll be moving to our left as we're sitting opposite home fans here. That's why the Cyclone's upside down from your view. All right, 19 viewers up here. That's great. We probably have a few more on Facebook. It'll be Trey Allen, Ryan Sikowski, Cade Schaefer, Kordsmeyer, and also Mathis to start. And Mathis knocks down the 3. You talked about that, saying, hey, we need to get him going. How about that? That's a good way to start.
That's a good way to start. We need to get him involved in scoring and right off the bat.
They try to answer. They don't get it, but with the rebound, as Franklin dishes it out, Pinion three-pointer is good. He's got 9 points, all from 3. They're going to pressure a little bit in the backcourt, not much. If you're just joining us, Cade Schaefer's wearing number 11 instead of number 5. He got a bloody nose and blood on his number 5 uniform. Had to play the second quarter with cotton up his nostrils. Doesn't look like the cotton's there anymore, but that's why he had to switch numbers. Trey Allen drives inside, has the ball knocked away, diving on the floor for the loose ball, picks it back up, but it's controlled by Xavier Wright, and here comes Morrilton. Cyclones lead it by 13, 33-20.
Well, with Pinion opening up with a three-pointer, somebody's going to have to stay on him real tight, keep a hand in his face. He's a good shooter.
He had 2 to start the game, hit 1 there. And he's in the corner now, but without the basketball. And Kordsmeyer on him now. He has it. He's wearing number 1. He's just a freshman, a 6'5" freshman. But he hasn't played down low at all. He's been outside shooting. They throw it down low to Franklin. Missed the shot. Wide open for the layup, and he missed it. Allen, his pass is going to be deflected and saved by Morrilton, though, going back the other direction. Stutter stepping his way, Xavier Wright. His shot won't go, and a charge taken by Trey Allen. And Keith Zachary's upset at Xavier Wright on that. That's number 2, foul number 2 on number 5.
Well, he just got a little bit too fast, a little bit carried away, trying to get the ball down very quickly, and just didn't stay in control.
Kordsmeyer on the left side. Allen, nice feed underneath, wide open. Cade Schaefer, he missed the layup though. Good feed by Allen. You'll make more of those than you miss. So good opportunity. Russellville just didn't cash in. The lead is 13 for the Cyclones, 33-20. Just under 6 minutes play here in the third quarter. Jansen Bell backs it back out. They set a screen, 2 people on him now, and his pass is going to be errant and deflected, picked up by Franklin. He's going to shoot a 3 from the corner, hits the top of the backboard, tipped around a couple times. Pinion had it, lost it. It goes right into the hands of Terry Franklin. Back out to Pinion now. He drives inside, dumps it down low, and a whistle and a hand check foul is going to be called on number 22, Bryson Kordsmeyer. That's number 3. Red Atkins will check in for Ryan Sikowski. Spencer Terry will check in, replacing Bryson Kordsmeyer, who comes out with 3 fouls. They'll inbound it on the left baseline. That was almost out of bounds. Xavier Wright controlling it. Russell makes the switch there. Pinion catches it, open from 3. And he fell down on that one. There's nobody around him. I'm telling you, that's what they do. But he missed it. They get their own rebound. Here's a drive shot too hard off the back. And Atkins there with the rebound, dishes it off to Allen. Here come the Cyclones. I just watched that. There was a lot of space there, but they're trying to draw that. It's not a bad play if you can get those fouls called. But the problem is once the officials realize you're doing it, you're not going to get the close calls anymore. Trey Allen going to shoot a rare 3, and he knocks it down. He doesn't shoot that much from out there, but he shoots that one and knocks it down. He's got 13.
Nobody was on him. Just you got to take that one, and he did.
Russellville leading by 16, their largest lead of the game, 36-20. One-handed pass almost stolen away by Schaefer. Franklin running in the lane, banks it in. Count the basket, and he's fouled. Franklin coming in there like a house of fire, and nobody was in position. Sometimes you just got to let that go. That's the second team foul called on the Cyclones. Schaefer will check out. LeVron May will check in. May, a 5'10 sophomore. He came in, played a couple minutes in the first half. That foul called on Red Atkins, his first.
Well, what they did, when he went up to shoot, he turned his back on the shooter, and the shooter came down and hit him, and they called a foul on Atkins.
And Franklin converts on the old-fashioned three-point play. 36-23. Allen gets on the left side to Terry. Inside now to Atkins. Pump fake, has shot blocked. Trying to get his own rebound, scramble, and it's lost out of bounds. Last touch by Atkins. Good hustle and good sportsmanship there from Xavier Wright. He helped up his teammate and Atkins. Just one with the left hand, one with the right. Under 4.5 to go, third quarter. Russellville's lead is 13. Boy, you just don't feel safe at the pace that this game has been played, though. The voice you hear is Coach Kyle Pennington. He's urging on his defense. There's a drive, pass deflected and taken away by Rhett Atkins. Good job, Rhett.
Jumping into passing lane underneath. Good job.
Spencer Terry spots up three-pointer. This one rolls off the iron, tipped by Morrilton. They have it on the move. It's a 2-on-3, now 3-on-3, driving in the lane, drawing contact is number 2, Jansen Bell. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And this is going to be on number 1, Levron May. 3:50 left to play here in the third quarter. May played a little bit in the first half, playing here in the second half. First free throw is good by Jansen Bell. He's got 3. They've scored the last 4 points. They lead it by 12. Second free throw in and out. Mathis with the rebound, and they're grabbing him from behind. You got to call that foul. I don't know what number 21 was thinking. Kevon Moore and Coach Zachary saying the same thing. What are you thinking?
That's 3 on him, on Moore.
It's almost like late in the game when you're trying to foul somebody on purpose. That's what it looked like. And I think he's going to go out now, and Zachary's probably going to talk to him and say, what are you doing? Charles Tony's going to check in for him, the 6'1 sophomore. Maybe he was tired, needed a break. That's the second team foul on them in this quarter. Trey Allen using a screen set by Atkins. Gives it off to Mathis, and Mathis travel with the basketball. That's what the call is, knock down the 3. Boy, when we started this game, remember the illegal screens that were being called right and left, and we haven't seen one since, so the players have adjusted well. Russellville leads at 36-24. Morrilton with the last 4 points. 3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Bell gives it off to Franklin. Pinion, long 3, and he knocked it down. Good grief, from way downtown. He's got 12 points, all from behind the arc.
Somebody's got to get a hand in his face. He was wide open.
Yeah.
You got to stay with that young man.
Shooting from way out. Here's Mathis faking the 3, his drive, and let's see. And whistle and a foul is going to be called on Rhett Atkins. That'll be his second. Sikowski will check in, probably replacing Atkins. Checks out with 2 fouls. 3:09 left. That's the 14th foul. And Cyclones led by 16 at one point. That lead is down to 9. As Morrilton scored the last 7. 7-0 run. Let's go defense. Need a stop and an easy bucket. Stop this run. Bell gives it off to Franklin. Left side now to Wright. He drives around his man in the lane. Little finger roll too hard. Franklin there had it, lost it, but it's picked up. Pinion open from 3. This one no good. Mathis with the rebound. Spinning away from pressure. Allen comes up with it eventually. And he gets in the front court. Trailing the play is Mathis, and they call the traveling. I agreed with the first one. I don't agree with that one.
No.
I think he stopped in time.
1 foot was still.
But nonetheless, our opinion doesn't matter on that.
That's one of those anticipation by the official. He anticipates he's going to walk. He thinks he's going to walk.
Mathis was asking the official just now, but he's asking the official didn't make the call. So I don't know if he realized who made the call or not.
Man.
There's a Jansen Bell is going to be fouled on his way to the bucket, and that's going to be on Leveron May, his second. So he's going to come out, and Cade Schaefer will check in. Jansen Bell going to shoot 2. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. He has 3 points. 2:28 left is 28. The first one goes through.
Right now, Russellville is racking up some fouls. 5 fouls for Cyclones, 2 for Morrilton. We're going to have to slow down a little bit.
Jansen Bell with 4 points. 36-28, 2:28 left to play here in the third quarter. And now we have a lane violation before the shot, and it wasn't on the shooter. It was somebody from the far side. So disregard that free throw. Does not count. Inbounds pass comes to Cade Schaefer. And he's working one-on-one in the backcourt against Wright. He shakes him and gets in the front court and slows up. Uses screen set by Sikowski. Now to Terry on the left side. Spencer Terry back out up top to Trey Allen. Allen, try the right side once again. 2:08 left in the third quarter. Little pick and roll with Sikowski back to Cade. Three-pointer, a little short. Mathis gets the rebound. He's pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Charles Toney, and I think that's number 1 on Toney. 2 officials had the same call. Minute 59 left to play here in the third quarter. Inbounded on the right baseline. Cade gets it inbounds to Mathis, and now with disregard the 3, number 1 just pushed down Trey Allen, trying to fight through his screen. Joseph Pinion, and the official was right there on top of it. Good call. He was right there on top of it. They set a screen for Mathis, and Pinion was on him, and Pinion pushed down the screener, Trey Allen. He did with a little bit of extra oomph on it. Terry gets the ball inbounds to Cade Schaefer. And knocked to the floor, no call. Here comes Morrilton with the basketball. Coming in right side. Layup is good, count the basket. We have a foul on Sikowski. I think these fouls are starting to get a little bit out of hand now. We thought that in the first quarter. The players adjusted, but I don't know now. It's number 2 on Sikowski. And the official being called over from Pennington, he wants the timeout. That's what it is. I think Pennington's going to spend this time. Is he going to talk to the official or going to talk to his team? He's going to talk to his team. This 16-point lead is down to 6 as Morrilton's been on a 10-0 run. We got to do something to stop this run.
Well, right now, Russellville's not playing with the intensity that they played in the second quarter. I don't know if they're a little tired or what. We just don't have a combination in there that can attack the basket. We're not making good passes. We got to concentrate more, work the ball on the inside, and make those shots underneath. Even if we're getting fouled, we got to make sure we get that ball up off the backboard and go in.
Yeah, it's a cold shooting quarter for Russellville. They only have 2 made field goals. Both of them are 3-pointers. One by Bo Mathis, one by Trey Allen. Russellville led 36-20. It's now 36-30, and Morrilton's going to the free throw line for the and 1. Xavier Wright, 1 of 3 from the line this evening. Minute 50 left to play in the third quarter. The free throw in and out. All right, that starts. We need some good things happening, and that's the first start of it. How about we get a bucket here? Cade Schaefer going to use the screen. Takes it baseline. Stops still with a dribble. Underhanded flip out to Mathis, faking the 3. Terry in the corner now to Trey Allen, and he's going to be fouled by Xavier Wright, and that's number 3 on Wright. Russell going to inbound it on the left baseline. Minute 35 left to play here in the third quarter. Cyclones lead is 6. Inbounds pass comes to Mathis, catches it just inside the 3-point line. Gets it down the left wing to Allen, in the corner to Schaefer. He wants a screen set. They fake the screen. Underhanded flip's going to be intercepted by Bell. Here comes Bell dribbling through traffic on the right wing. Leaves it now for Wright. He pulls up from the right elbow and knocks it down. The 16-point lead is down to 4. Minute 10 left to play. That's why I said you cannot earlier. I said you cannot get too comfortable. You can't. Well, the ball almost went through Trey Allen's hands. He catches it. Cross-court pass to Mathis. Mathis three-pointer rolls off the iron. Bell with the rebound. Russellville ice cold. They're getting good shots. Open shots, nothing going down. Here's Pinion, drive to the basket, missed the shot. He was more interested in drawing contact, and now a blocking foul in the backcourt. This is going to be on number 23, Terry Franklin. That's his 3rd. I was going to say Pinion, I think, was a little bit more, he was thinking about the contact, wasn't thinking about the shot, because that shot never got up above the rim. That's a 16 foul on Morrilton, so both teams from now on will be shooting free throws on almost every foul. You don't shoot them when you take the charge. And now Cade Schaefer, there's some contact but nothing. I don't know what happened there, but he lost the basketball as a drive to the basket. And number 5 is going to have to go to the free throw line. Xavier Wright drawing some contact but missing the layup. I don't know who this is on.
I'm afraid it's on Allen.
If so, that'll just be his 3rd, because he's played a long time with just 2 fouls. This will be on Trey Allen, is what they say. That's his 3rd. Coach Zachary wants an intentional foul called for Morrilton. He's not going to get it. not going to get it on that. I mean, you got players going in. And 34 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Disastrous into third quarter for Russellville. They led by 16. Their lead is down to 4. Make it 3. No, make it 4. He missed it. Maybe we jinxed him there. Number 5 missing the first. Xavier Wright. Now, let's see. He's 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Got 5 points on the night. Missed them both. How about that? Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville, though. No inbound on the right baseline. .3.1 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Inbounds pass comes in the lane. Franklin missed the layup. Russellville dodged the bullet there. Good rebound by Atkins. Russellville can play for one shot here with 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Allen won't use a screen. He fakes him out, gets to the Mathis 15-footer, a little short. Allen there with the rebound underneath. Ball blocked away from behind. Allen saving it inbounds. Now they're going to say he stepped out. It'll belong to Morrilton. Well, Russellville just all around that basket, and they can't get anything to fall there. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Clock's not going to start until Morrilton touches it. Ball rolling, and now it starts. 14-13 as he crosses the timeline. This is Jansen Bell. He wants a screen set. He gets it, drives in the lane, and ball taken away. It's going to be a jump ball called. Atkins put his hand on it. He put his hand on it, and that's what the jump ball is called. Alternating possession stays with Morrilton.
Good play by Atkins.
They'll inbound it on the right baseline with 7 seconds left. Inbound it on the right side. Right, Xavier dribbles to the top of the key. Pass left side to Bell. Launches up a wild, crazy 3, which is an air ball. And that's how we end the third quarter. Russellville closes the third quarter as Morrilton sees Morrilton go on a 12-0 run. But Russellville plays very good defense to close out that quarter. Hopefully that's some sign of some good things to come. But I tell you what, I'm eager to get out of that quarter as they go on a 12-0 run and cut our 16-point lead down to 4.
Well, we were 2 of 5 from 3 points. I think that's the only thing that's kept us in the ball game. Morrilton wasn't even better. They were 2 of 6. They were just getting some shots underneath. It seemed like Russellville couldn't hold on to the ball. We'd get the rebound and we'd have it knocked out of our hands. We made some bad passes. But I agree with you. Third quarter, it's over with. Let's forget about it. Now, fourth quarter, let's put the game away right now.
Well, because of that great play by Red Atkins, Russell will get to start the fourth quarter with the basketball, tying up Morrilton on that drive. It's a new quarter, though. We start over. Russellville with a 4-point lead, 36-32. Morrilton still, though, on a 12-0 run. I tell you, I just got a feeling if we can hit that first bucket, it'll just snowball from there. Russellville only 2 made baskets in that third period, and both of them 3-pointers. One by Bo Mathis and one by Trey Allen. Trey Allen at the top, taking the hand off a couple times. We've seen this before. Jump stop in the lane. Finger roll is good. 15 points for the super sophomore. 38-32. Trey the Truth Allen. Pinion on the right wing, picked up by Terry. Pass almost intercepted, but Jansen Bell able to keep it away from Allen. Bell has it. He's number 2. Russellville leads it by 6. Bell picks up his dribble. He needs help. He's going to float it out to Pinion way out up top. 7:17 left. Pinion, they're going to use the screen. They could have called that one illegal. He jumps up, gets it off the Bell. Bell 3-pointer good. Jansen Bell's first 3-pointer game, just his second made field goal. And it's a 3-point lead for Russellville as they cut it in half. Trey Allen handing it off to Spencer Terry. Terry doesn't want the screen. That's what he's waving off. He's going to give it off to Allen. This is the play he wants to run. Allen at the top. Started his drive, step back, 3-pointer. Little short. There's Grant Smith getting the rebound, getting fouled.
Man, you have to like that young man hanging in there around that goal, getting the rebounds, getting in position, not only getting the rebounds, but getting fouled.
Grant Smith going to go to the line to shoot the 1 and 1. That's number 4 on number 23, Terry Franklin. Free throw's good by Grant. Grant with 8 points. And now Kevon Moore will replace Terry Franklin. Trey Allen doesn't come out. He just comes over to talk to Coach Pennington. Second free throw good. 2 big free throws there by Grant because it's a 2-possession game leading 40-35. Can't count possessions, though, because we got plenty of time left. We're at 6.5 minutes. At the top is Jansen Bell. Bell backs his way out. Uses a screen. Dribbles around Atkins. Pull-up jumper from 10 feet. Missed it badly as he hit off the backside, and Mathis there with the rebound. Dribbling in traffic is Allen. Taking it down the middle. Left-handed shot no good, but drawing the blocking foul on number 21, Kevon Moore, and he's got 4 fouls. They're just not quick enough to get in front of him when he's shifty. He's coming from the right side to the left side. And Coach Zachary wants to take a timeout. 30-second break as Allen's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 30-second timeout, though, so you can't allow the bench out there.
Well, I said at the start of this game in the first quarter, free throws are going to become very important in this game because of the pace that was going on, the way the officials were calling it. And we're seeing now it's blowing down to this fourth quarter where the free throws are going to be so important for the Cyclones.
It's one thing to practice free throws in practice, but man, when you're shooting them in the fourth quarter and you're exhausted, a little bit harder. So Trey Allen stepping up to shoot 2. He was in the act of shooting. He's got 15 points on the night. He has scored in every quarter already. And he steps to the line for the first one. Russellville leading at 40-35. 41-35 as he hits the first. 6:14 left. When you get to 10 fouls, it's an automatic 2-shot. Both teams still in the 1 and 1, but as you said, this was a shooting foul, and Allen hits them both. 17 points for the Truth. 72-35. 6:10 left to play in the ball game. On the right side is Wright, picked up by Grant Smith. They use a screen. Russell makes the switch, and Atkins now they get double team him. He does pass the ball off. Down the middle of the lane is Moore. Missed the layup. Russell left him alone, and he missed the layup. Atkins with the rebound. That's huge. Cross-court pass, and Allen saves it from going out of bounds. Allen down the middle of the lane, left-handed finger roll. Count the basket, and he draws the foul. That's going to go on number 2. Jansen Bell, that's his second.
It's third.
No, third. Sorry about that. That's even better.
I love it.
And Allen hits the free throw, the old-fashioned three-point play. Allen, the sophomore in his first game at Cyclone Arena, 20 points. And Russellville's lead is up to 10. Russellville had a 16-point lead, saw it cut all the way down to 3, have built it back up to 10. Here's a three-pointer on the way, probably not the shot Zachary wanted. On the rebound, though, we're going to get a foul on Russellville. As going up for it was Bell, and he was fouled by Spencer Terry. That'll be his first. Probably not the shot that Zachary wanted. Tell you, if I'm Morrilton, I want Pinion shooting those threes. Franklin checks back in. Remember, 23. Franklin, he's got 4. Kevon Moore, who has 4 fouls, will go sit down. Both teams in the 1 and 1. Free throw is good. And Jansen Bell will earn the bonus. He is now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. You don't want to foul him, I guess, only because Xavier Wright is 1 of 6. That's who I'd want to put on the line, number 5. Can't pick always, though. He hits 2, and Russellville leads it by 8. Trey Allen in the front court leaves it now for Atkins. Ooh, and pass taken off the face of Mathis. Pinion has it. And Russell going to foul him from behind. Mathis was coming in trying to knock the ball away. Apparently got part of the arm. No, they're going to call the foul on Atkins. That'll be number 3 on him. And the 19th foul on Russellville. So this will be a 1 and 1.
Really, that was a good foul.
Pinion hasn't been to the line yet, but you figure if a good shooter like him, he's probably a good free throw shooter. He's got 12 points, 4 threes. Yeah, nothing but net on that. He's got 13. I've said this before, he's a 6'5" freshman. He missed this one. It's short. Ball tipped around a couple times. There's a scramble for it. Pinion has it. Flings it up in the air. Now there's a still scramble for it. There's bodies all over the place. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It belonged to Morrilton. I don't know how you tell who had the ball, who touched the ball last. I had no clue what was going on.
I think Grant Smith is the one who actually touched it last, but it hit off his leg.
Your guess is good as mine. I wasn't going to argue with anybody. I had no clue. Russellville leads it by 7 with 5:12 left. They get it in bounds. This could be a big turnaround for them, hitting the free throw, getting another possession three-pointer. This one's short. The rebound comes to right in the lane. Shot up, blocked from behind, but we're going to get a foul called on who? 25, that's number 4 on Atkins. Well, it was Grant Smith that blocked it from behind.
Yeah.
And Xavier Wright's going to go to the line. First free throw is good. That stops his string of 4 missed free throws in a row. Atkins will check out. Sikowski in for him. 5:02 left. Russellville saw their lead cut to 3. They built it back up to 10. Now it's been cut down to 6. 45-39. Missed free throw. Let's see, it's Grant Smith with the rebound. Atkins checked out. Mathis will bring it to the floor. As they're all over Allen, now he gets it away to Trey Allen, and Trey is going to fight through the reach in, but it's going to be a foul on Xavier Wright. That's number 4 on him, and now both teams at 10 fouls, so everything's 2 shots.
Well, he tried to fake it like he was pushed back, but official didn't buy into it.
Yeah, you're not going to when you kind of attack the dribbler from the side. You're not going to get that call. Free throw is good by Trey Allen. Boys, free throws are always important. You can always help yourself with the made free throws, especially late. They seem to be worth more than 1 point late. It just feels that way anyway. He hits them both. He's got 22. Russellville's lead is back up to 8. 4:50 left. Russellville leading 47-39. The best shooter on the team's number 1. He's here in the corner without it. Here's a three-point try. Knocking it down is Xavier Wright, his first 3 of the game. And Zachary wants to call timeout. He's going to call a 30-second timeout, 47-42. No, they're going to switch it to a full timeout. So you can sit down, and Morrilton elects to stand up, and the Cyclones want to sit down and talk about it. Well, here if you're Morrilton, maybe you're going to start talking about who to foul. Not yet. Maybe just set up a press defense here. With 4.5 minutes, not talking about fouling yet, but you're going to set up your defense. A lot of coaches like to do that after a made basket because they can set up that defense. To me, sometimes it almost like it kills the momentum. You knock down a big shot and immediately call it timeout. But it's been the new wave for a few years. I've seen it done quite a bit. And to me, I just want to slap my press on right then.
And the thing you got to remember, the condition of your players. You start pressing a team, and you've played hard the whole game, but if you start pressing, that's just more energy your team's going to put out. Russellville has to protect the ball. We cannot throw the ball away. We cannot make bad passes, take bad shots. Got to protect this ball and make our free throws.
The Cyclones lead at 47-42 with 4:37 left. Thank you, Joe White, who's watching us. Appreciate that. Love seeing the comments, too. We're happy to bring this to you. I agree with you. Good coaching. And Russellville has built up double-digit lead twice. Right now it's cut to 5. Morrilton just hot shooting. Russellville weather the storm. And Trey Allen drives around. Pennington he called for a timeout, but the ref didn't get it in time, so he held off on it. Mathis faking the 3. He's going to drive inside. Double clutch shot. Kisses one off the glass and in. Oh, Mathis has 5, and what a big time for that bucket there.
Good shot by Mathis. Needed that one.
We did. 7-point lead for Russellville, 49-42. Xavier Wright hit the three while ago. Russell's all out over him with a double team. They're going to give it into the corner. The number 2, Jansen Bell. Almost like a box and one. They're all over number 1. Here's a flash and a steals the ball, knocked away by Sikowski. Terry takes the pass from Grant Smith in the front court. Cyclones lead by 7. Ball knocked away once again, and Morrilton has it, flinging it over his head. Why? Straight to Trey Allen. Tried to be a little flashy, and Allen, when he caught it, he was kind of smirking like, what is this? He's going to shake Pinion's not quick enough. Nice feed underneath the Grant Smith, missed the layup. Great pass by Allen. Here comes Morrilton. They have a 5-on-4 as Grant Smith was down. He's back up, but trailing the play. It's back to 5-on-5 now. 3:14 left. Russellville leads by 7. Step back three-pointer, no. Trey Allen with the rebound, and I'll tell you, Xavier Wright hits 1 3, and I don't think that was the 3 they wanted, a step back 3. Still a lot of time, 3 minutes left. Here's Mathis, going to drive inside all the way. They leave him alone. Mathis with the left-handed layup, and Russellville leads by 9.
No defense whatsoever. You're right, they left him alone. He had a clear shot, put it up with his left hand.
And Pennington has been yelling for that, spreading the floor. He's still saying, spread the floor, play like it's one shot. Because he thinks his guys are quicker off the dribble, and so far he's been right. There's a three-point try, this one in and out. Coach Zachary puts his hands on his hips. He doesn't like that one. Allen will bring it up the floor. Russellville with a 9-point lead, 2:19 left. Allen beats his man, jump stop in the lane, fires it back out. Russellville, they're going to get a layup, or they're going to, they're going to foul. I was going to say, we'll run some time off the clock. We'll get a foul called on who? Sikowski?
Yeah.
That's number 3 on Ryan Sikowski, and he's going to come out of the basketball game. In for him will be Red Atkins. .2:11 left. Clock will not start till they touch it. They've done this 3 times now and pick it up now. Russellville leads by 9, 51-42. Crossover dribble in the lane. Number 2 shot go in and out. That's Bell. Atkins got hit across the face, just inadvertent, but he's still able to hang on to the rebound. Good job by Red. And Trey Allen in the front court. Hey, Trey Allen checked the ref to see if they were counting the 5-second count to see if he had to start moving. That's why he kind of looked over at the ref. Allen now back out, beats his man. Let's double team, pass to Terry. Cross court pass back to Allen. Dangerous pass there, he's able to handle it. And Terry back to Atkins. Russell making Morrilton chase. Morrilton's going to have to start fouling soon. There's 86 seconds left in this game. Allen beats his man all the way, layup good. I'm surprised Morrilton didn't try to foul earlier. But Trey Allen has 24 points.
They had 2 defenders there, and neither one tried to stop him. A good penetration by Allen.
That might have been the nail in the coffin. Russellville leads by 11. They're going to hand it off. Xavier Wright back to Bell in the corner. Franklin, three-pointer, good. Terry Franklin's first 3 of the game. He's got 6 points. And Red Atkins will bring it across the timeline. Russellville's lead is 8. And again, Morrilton not fouling yet. Cross-court pass, little touch pass to Allen. He's just going to hang on to it. Allen all the way, tried to dunk it, but he stuffed himself. Greg Smith with the rebound, put it up and in. It looked like Trey Allen was going in for the dunk, and he stuffed himself on the front of the iron. And Grant Smith got the rebound, put it up and in, and there's a player, Terry Franklin, that's very slow to get up. He took a knee to the chest, and Coach Zachary is wondering how come that wasn't a charge or a block. I mean, we could say, hey, it could have been a block. I don't know.
Coach Pennington yelling at his team, no fouls, no fouls. And you don't want a 3-point play.
Grant Smith's in double figures now, 29 seconds. They missed the layup again. And I tell you, Morrilton's had some open shots, and I don't know if it's exhaustion or what, but they've missed some easy shots when they went on that run to cut into the 16-point lead all the way down to 3. And let's see, ball knocked out of bounds, saved in bounds, but right back out. It'll belong to Russellville. Yeah, they spent so much energy maybe cutting it down to 3. I don't know, but it seemed like they were the hot team. All of a sudden, the switch was flipped, and they went cold. I see Russellville's going to inbound it right at half court. Mathis gets in the back court to Allen. They never tried to foul. I don't understand that. I'm glad. Allen has his pocket picked by Bell. Bell coming in and layup good on the buzzer. Count the basket. They get the last basket, but Russellville gets the victory, 55-47. As Bell hit that last one. The Russellville Cyclones pick up their second victory of the season after almost a 2 full week layoff. We're going to do some totaling for you here quickly and be back for your post-game wrap-up here in just a moment. We're back, and Coach Pennington talked to Coach Zachary, and he talked to Joseph Pinion. That kid's a freshman. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Russell wins the game 55-47. Your thoughts on the game?
Free throws. That was a big thing tonight. 17 of 19 for the Cyclones. We were 4 of 15 from three-point line, but our free throws is what really carried us through this fourth quarter, especially after we hit a cold spell there. But Russellville came through. They did great on their defense. Grant Smith came in off the bench and just played a great defensive game. Is the coach coming over?
Yeah, if you want it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to get Coach Pennington here. I wasn't sure. This is with the rookie coach here, so I wasn't sure if he would know to come over here. I didn't want to bother you after your first victory here at Cyclone Arena. First, congratulations on the victory, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Proud of my kids. They played really hard.
Coach, first I got to ask you about Trey Allen. The kid's got 24 points, and Grant Smith coming off the bench with 11. Those are your two kids in double figures. What can you say about those two kids playing the first real basketball here at Cyclone Arena?
You know, Trey Smith's been in a lot of environments. You know, I know he played junior high basketball last year, but, you know, he's played a lot of AAU basketball. He's played a lot of big-time basketball. And we knew he'd be ready for this moment. And, you know, the best thing about it is, you know, our seniors are buying in that Trey can carry us sometimes offensively, you know. And so, you know, that's the best part of that. And then Grant Smith, you know, I mean, we found a basketball player. You know, he comes off the football field, and we're kind of wondering, you know, is he going to help us? Is he not? He goes back there in the JV game for a couple of quarters and just shows out. And we said, whoa. We're getting him on the floor tonight, and wow, he was impressive. And the best thing he did was guard number 5. I mean, that's their guy, Xavier Wright. And but man, I can't say enough about my kids and how hard they fought. That's a good Morrilton basketball team, and I'm excited. Our basketball is definitely ahead of us.
One more question, I'll let you get with your team. You're up by 16. They cut it to 3, but you guys never lost your intensity. What was it that you were saying to your kids through that time?
You know, this group just needs to learn to win, and this was a huge game for us. You know, this could catapult us. You know, I think that these guys, they just believe in what we're doing, and it showed tonight. You know, they get a big run, and I told them it was coming at halftime. I said, this game's not over, boys. They're going to come. They're coming at you. And so to get that, you know, it was unbelievable, and I can't tell you how proud I am of those guys.
Well, congratulations on the victory, Coach.
Thank you so much, Mickey.
And good luck in the Cyclone Classic next week.
All right, thanks, Mickey.
That's Coach Kyle Pennington. Not his first victory, but his first victory here at Cyclone Arena. Huge game for Coach Pennington, and picking up the victory here. The Cyclones win it by a score of 55-47. Coach Pennington, I didn't want to adjust the camera while he was talking to me, but I tell you what, he looks like a basketball player. He's so tall. But coming over from Springdale Harbor, I got to watch some of their practices in the preseason, and I tell you, the practices I watched, they stressed defense more than anything, and the defense intensity really helped Russellville when they were seeing that run. 16 points cut down to 3, 10-point lead to cut down to 5. The defense never let up for Russellville and spurred them on to the victory.
No, they did, and I brought up Grant Smith. But you also had Rhino in there that was playing good defense. And he picked up 3-4 fouls. That's fine. As long as your big man is playing defense, that's great. Red Atkins was playing good defense. So your big men were able to give each other some rest. They were playing good defense. But the thing about Grant Smith, not only was he playing good defense, when he would get fouled, he was making free throws like he's been doing it all the time. He's just doing a great job. But overall, the whole team just played as a team tonight and did a great job.
Yeah, big victory. Always big when you beat somebody close territory-wise, and a big win for Russellville. Cyclones win it by a score of 55-47. We give you the rundown for Morrilton. They were led by Joseph Pinion, the freshman. 13 points for him. Jansen Bell had 11. He got double figures on that last layup, and 9 points for Xavier Wright. For the Cyclones, 24 points for Trey Allen. He scored in every quarter, had a three-point play. I didn't want to say this during the game, but he was perfect from the free throw line. He was 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Grant Smith comes off the bench with 11 points. He was almost perfect from the line, 7 of 8. Those free throws are huge when you can hit that. They're the only 2 players in double figures. Cade Schaefer fought through a bloody nose, had 8 points. Bo Mathis had 7 2 huge layups so there in the fourth quarter. 3 points for Spencer Terry, 2 points for Ryan Sikowski. A big win for Russellville, 55-47 over Morrilton.
Well, when you go back, you look at those free throws toward the end of the game. Overall, 7 of 19. That will win games for you, especially games like this where you know it's going to come down to the wire with fouls. Your free throws become so important, and Russellville came through tonight.
We appreciate you joining us tonight. The girls were winners over the Lady Devil Dogs in Morrilton, 50-29. The Lady Cyclones' next game will be Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock in the Morrilton Invitational as they take on Maumelle at 4 o'clock. That will not be on Cyclone Booth. The boys' next game will be. It'll be Wednesday night here at Cyclone Arena. They'll play the 8:30 game, but I'm going to go ahead and warn you, there's 3 games ahead of us, so it's probably going to be a few minutes late. But the Cyclones will take on Shiloh in the 4th and final game of the Cyclone Classic on Wednesday. But we got to enjoy this one for a while. Congratulations to Anna Myers for 13 points, leading scorer in the girls' game. And the boys, big winners as Trey Allen scores 24. Grant Smith off the bench with 11. And the Cyclones win it over Morrilton 55-47. Cyclones move to 2-2 on the season. Appreciate you joining us. Reminding you, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white. So long, everybody.